What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on, Betty? Oh goodness. Guys, we are running a little bit behind. Apologize for that. Yeah, but reinforcements are on the way. I know I can't do this by myself. It is what it is. Well, I probably could, but I wouldn't want to. It's not as much fun without having somebody to bounce off of. So any minute now, I should be joined by an esteemed colleague. We gonna go back to talking our normal shit like we would any other Saturday. What up, McKenna? Again, to everybody coming in, we're a little bit late today. Apologies for that, but we are going to get this show on the road shortly. As soon as I get one more person in here. One more person. What up, free thinker? Oh, goodness. Today's been a rough one. Not rough. I guess I'll say lazy. Not rough. Nothing bad has happened, but I was slow moving this morning, getting up and getting ready. That's not why we're late, by the way. But no reason. We're not going to blame nobody. And by that, you should kind of figure out exactly what I'm talking about if you aren't new around here. But yeah, we're not going to blame nobody. So no reason to blame nobody. What up, sis? Yep, I'm tired. I'm absolutely tired too. But it is what it is. Crazy thing is, about me being so tired, I wasn't up super late last night. Biddy, Biddy said Tim is out getting cereal for second breakfast. Oh, God. Yeah, a couple more minutes out. I don't have an exact time frame, but and I don't want to start without anybody because I don't want to have to repeat myself or take away from the interaction aspect of the show. So just bear with us for a little bit. My cup is water. I don't really drink coffee like that. I drink it every now and then, but nah, coffee's not really my thing. Cause I don't want to get addicted to it, and not even like the gotta have it all the time addicted. I mean like the caffeine has no use anymore because my tolerance has gotten so high. Like that kind of addicted. Good job, McKenna. that caffeine addiction ain't no joke. One of my coworkers is like grossly addicted. Like I know people, I know other people that like just literally can't function without coffee. I'm like that's depressing. Like that's wild. Like it's not as dangerous as other things, but like that's a bit of a problem. The funny thing about it though is even though one of my reasons that I don't drink it often is because I don't want to lose the potency of the caffeine boost. Whenever I do drink coffee, I really don't drink it for that. Like honestly, I want to say in the last 5 years, anytime I've been in a position where I was like that tired, where I needed to power through and needed some type of energy boost, it was always like a 5 hour energy or like Dunkin' Donuts hot chocolate. I never, maybe once or twice in the last 5 years or so have I ever drank coffee for the purposes of trying to get a little bit of an energy boost. McKenna says, I actually got my boss to get some energizing tea to swap out for her second coffee. Hey, way less caffeine, but it still helps her wake up in the afternoon. See, that makes sense. But see, not my coworker that's addicted to coffee, she doesn't help because when she's not drinking coffee, she's drinking tea, like literally all day. Like she started drinking water more recently, more water more recently, but still, she has at least 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day, and 1 or 2 of those personal bottles of iced tea a day. And it's like you're never going to get any benefit from caffeine ever again because you've gotten to the point where like you literally live off of caffeine. Pardon me for a second. Baby says I do like it though, not just for the boost of energy. I'm on third week of not smoking tobacco, so the cup being next to attack. That's great, Betty. And yes, I absolutely. When I do drink it, it's because of the taste. Like, not I don't like black coffee, but like, you know, coffee with some good amount of cream, whatever type of creamer you use, and some good amount of sugar, and sometimes iced coffee and all of those type of stuff. I do like that taste of it. Like the coffee that I drink the most, like I said, I don't really drink it. I might have one of these maybe once every 3 months. Is like the store version of the Starbucks cappuccinos. I usually get the either the mocha or the caramel one. McKenna said, good to hear she's drinking more water. Unless someone is on a fluid restriction, we generally recommend drinking at least 100% in water, what you drink in a diuretic. That is a good point, McKenna. I'm going to mention that to her because, yeah, I worry sometimes. Betty says, I rarely drink alcohol these days. I bought 12 Guinness last Christmas. They have 8 left. Good shit. Yeah, I have this thing. I kind of treat alcohol the same way I drink coffee. I treat coffee. I do drink alcohol more than I drink coffee, but I don't drink alcohol when I'm by myself. Like I'll have, like if we go on a trip or something, or if somebody happened to make a run to a liquor store and they see some alcohol, some drink that we like and we don't see often, and I might grab one of those. Or like I said, if we go on a trip or something, then we have leftover, and I bring it back to my house. That'll literally sit in my house for months without me touching it. So, yeah, but I know that addiction runs in my family for a lot of different things. So I tend to try and be mindful of that for myself because I know I've seen firsthand how easy it is to pick up these habits, and it is not just with substances. It is with several different things in life, and some of those things I've failed at not being addicted to. But the key to everything in life is balance. Absolutely, congrats, McKenna. McKenna says she goes through phases with alcohol, will go months without having any, then might have a month where a couple days a week will have a few with drink friends, then nothing. Yeah, I mean, the only time I drink is when I'm with my friend group, really. Outside of that, like the vast majority of the time, I'm just not drinking at all. Um, for instance, Marcus just went onto the army base. I guess he was doing his monthly shopping for groceries, and they have a liquor store there. So he let us know that he was up there, and I asked him to get me some not your father's root beer. I think it's a 6-pack. I have no idea how long they'll last, but it's gonna be a while. Like, because I don't even drink sodas like that anymore. The vast majority of things I drink, y'all see me on here, water. Vast majority of things I drink throughout the day. Every now and then I'll grab a soda. Every now and then I'll grab a juice. kind of says same. She just tries not to touch things she can get too addicted to at all. Nicotine just finally got her when the pandemic started. She was stuck in the dorm with only nicotine. Yeah, yeah. I'm interested to see. I'll probably never actually be able to find this out. One of those curiosities that'll probably go unfulfilled. Interested to see how many habits of any kind people picked up because of the pandemic and the situation that we were in, and the drastic change of how life works that we had to experience during the lockdown portion of it. Biddy stopped drinking soda or any carbohydrate drink, which is why she stopped on the beer. Don't want the beer belly like my dad. That's funny, but hey, I get it. I absolutely get it. I stopped drinking soda because of all the sugar. That's really why I stopped drinking juice too. So much sugar in it. There was a time, even into my adulthood, when I would not drink water. I would not drink water at all. And what up, big bro?
What up?
But yeah, there was a time into my adulthood where I would not drink water. I would not touch water. And then eventually, and I know adults to this day that are still like that. I'm talking my age and older adults that just won't drink water. But the way I got out of it was, you don't drink water?
Oh no, I drink water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The way I got out of that was I told myself that anytime that I wanted something to drink a cup of water first. And if you were still thirsty afterwards, you can go ahead and have whatever else. And eventually that turned into, water's not that bad. Like, it's not.
Oh, no shit. It's really not. It's kind of like, it's light.
Yeah. Like, what is actually not that bad. I can do this water thing. And then I started becoming like, all right, I drink half water, or I'll only drink like soda or juice with meals, but the rest of the day I'll drink water. And then eventually, once I started, I think I got a filter, one of those pictures with the filter in it. Those like Brita filters or whatever.
Yeah.
And when I got that in the house, I stopped buying soda and juice for the house. I would only drink soda and juice when I was out the house. Then eventually I started carrying around these containers, and literally the vast majority of the day, with the exception of like if I go to a drive-through or something like that, like because generally the soda comes with the meal.
Yeah.
But outside of that, really, I just drink water.
I only drink carbonated drinks with my alcohol. That's like, you can't get me to drink a soda outside of that. Like,
yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I can see that.
But I mostly drink water or sweet tea, because I fuck with sweet tea heavy.
Word. Sweet tea, yeah, sweet tea's good. Sweet tea's good. So what you drinking right now? Because I literally just heard you open up a carbonated drink. So
what I just explained before. I was lying.
Oh God! All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Tim won't be here today. He has something he had to attend to. So, it's just me and Eddie.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
It is what it is at this point. We good too.
Hey, no. We done a few episodes with just me.
Yeah, we did a couple of these now.
They think when it was just me and two other shit. Now.
Yeah. So so here's we're going to start off with the whole week thing. You want to go first? Or
You can go first.
okay, all right. So one annoying thing with work. I know, right? What a surprise. Nah, yo, this dude. I've worked with this dude. I'm sorry. I started working with this dude back when I was still summer help with the job. I've known this dude since I was 16 or so. So that's just a little backstory on our relationship. We've always been cool. He's annoying as hell, but we've always been cool. Like he's an older guy. I think he like in his mid to late 50s. No, he might.
Yeah, I think you
not 60
spoke
yet.
about him before.
Oh yeah, I've talked about him before.
Yeah.
So like 2 or 3 years ago, he came down to specifically where I work now, and he's been there ever since. The downtown office because he used to work out in the field. So now I try to balance between when I fuss at him and just letting him rock because there are several things that go into it's a very complicated relationship. But anyway, so this nigga was fussing at me about trash.
Wait. Like actual garbage?
Sure, yeah. Now mind you, he is a part of the maintenance / custodial team at the office.
All right.
Now I'm not an
Hold on, James. My financial advisor calling me right now. Hold on.
Oh God.
For school. My bad, dog. I'll be right back.
You good? No, you good. I'm not an active hypocrite. What do I mean when I say that? I feel like everybody are hypocrites in one way or another. Even if it's being against something you currently do that has become a habit, so you still do it every now and then. Like to me, that still fits the definition of a hypocrite in my opinion. But there's really not as much wrong with that. Whatever. You just miss Andy. Andy's here. He just had to step out for a second. But that still fits the definition of a hypocrite to me. But to me, an active hypocrite is someone who knowingly and willingly chooses, to still do that thing that they claim to be against. My number one thing at work has always been, and I've said it on here several times, don't make my job harder than it has to be. If something about the particular task necessitates that I work harder, so be it. That comes with the territory. That is what it is. I ain't mad at that. But don't unnecessarily make my job harder when it's avoidable. So I'm not going to do that to anyone else. I'm not. Given that I'm in IT and I'm pretty much involved with any shipments that come into the department, there are often boxes that need to be disposed of whenever we get deliveries. So we have a designated place for boxes. But whenever I put boxes in this place, he comes and complains. Like if I just take something out of the box and put the box in a designated place, he'll normally complain that I didn't break it down. He also will every now and then complain about the sheer amount, if there happens to be a lot, and tell me not to put all that in there. I ask him where I'm supposed to put it, and he'll say, just take it downstairs. No, nigga, I'm not doing your job for you. I've always said that no matter what your job is in life, your actual job is to make the job of those above you easier. Whether that's a boss, whether that's a manager, whether that's a supervisor, whether that's a customer. I need to add something to that list. Somebody else your job is to make easier is your partners. You know, like anybody that you happen to be working on a project with, your partner, because at the end of the day, as long as they're a decent person, them looking good makes you look good. It's that simple. If I'm working on a project with you, and for all intents and purposes, the people who put us in these positions gave you a specific part that you had to take care of, and me a specific part that I had to take care of. If I can help you with that part, I'm going to help you with that part because as a whole, that makes our group look good. So anyway, the point I'm making is he's not anywhere on that list of people who I believe my job is to make their job easier. He's not there. He's not there anywhere. I got what up, Joe? Nah, Eddie's here. He just had to step out for a second. But yeah, this guy is not on the list of people who I believe it's my job to make their job easier. He's not. He's cool people. We have a relationship, but nah, bro, that's not. Do your job. So, like I said, he's part of the custodial maintenance thing. So his job is to take care of the trash. So I recently got a laptop. Got a laptop. It's an amazing piece of technology. It's a beast. It's almost like almost as good as my desktop computer. Not quite, because I spent a ridiculous amount of money on it too. I should not have bought this laptop. It should not have been a thing. I absolutely am actively trying to make sure that I did not waste my money by using the hell out of this laptop. I will be on this computer a lot less than I normally am. I think the only things that I'll really be heavy. What's going on, Give It a Beans? I think the only thing that I'll really be heavy on here with is obviously the podcast. But one of the benefits of the laptop is when I do travel or I happen to be somewhere else, I can have a decent way to get onto the show, whether that's for a couple minutes or for the entire episode. I have a good way of doing that. Also, when I'm on vacation or somewhere other than the show, I have other things that I could work on. If I get a moment that I feel like I need to work on something, I can do that instead of having to try to use my phone, which is just not natural. It's very uncomfortable. And yeah, you're back. I see you. What you vibing to? Stop doing that. Okay. So yeah, I was telling the people I got a laptop.
Oh, it came.
Yeah.
I mean, it got there.
Okay. All right, Joe. But yeah, so there are absolutely reasons for me to have bought the laptop, but I absolutely did not need to buy a laptop. It's Marcus' fault actually, because Marcus needed a laptop for school because the laptop he had was, it was a soldier who fulfilled its purpose.
What's up, Giver the Beans? I love his name. My bad. I just love his name. Jesus.
His previous laptop was a laptop that had
up,
fought valiantly and done its service, but it was on its hind legs as far as lifespan is concerned. So he needed to get a new one. So he asked me to help him find a new one, and I had told him like, yo, wait till November, get you a Black Friday deal.
That's racist. But go ahead.
I mean, whatever. Get you a Black Friday deal and do that. But then I started getting notifications about early Prime Day. So I went on there and I was like, oh, early Prime Day. Let me see if they have a laptop that Marcus could use. And I went on there and then I saw this beast of a machine. And I was like, fuck.
Gotta have that.
It was like $300 off. And then on top of that,
that's a hell of a deal.
I usually get with my Amazon card, I get 5% cash back. But if I bought this, I would get 10% cash back. So that was another $100 that I was getting. If you
can't beat that,
and you have some type of a need, you gotta put a trigger on that.
Yeah,
you have to.
Yeah.
But
they
anyway,
say, they say think long, think wrong.
Yeah, because you only had 2 days. Early Prime Day was only 2 days. Mm-hmm. It was the 13th and the 14th. So I had to make a decision. And obviously I pulled the trigger. But anyway, the point of bringing that up was the laptop required a signature upon delivery. So I couldn't send it to my apartment because I would be at work.
Right.
So I sent it to my job. So I get the laptop at work. And because we're IT and my supervisor was not my supervisor, and neither of us had ever seen Windows 11 yet, and we know that we're going to be forced to move all of the computers in the company to Windows 11 at some point, I hit her. I was like, hey, you got time to do something that's technically research? And she was like, sure. I'm like, what do you mean? I said, I just got my laptop, my new laptop. It has Windows 11 on it. She's like, oh, open it. So we checking that out. So I opened the laptop, and I the stuff that was inside. I took that and I put that in the trash can, and the boxes I broke down and I put them where boxes go. Right? So the next day, and y'all know it's a lot of packaging with laptops. Like,
they OD on it, but I understand though.
Right. You want to make sure it's safe. Mm-hmm. So I put all that stuff, I put the stuff that was inside that wasn't cardboard in the trash can, and I broke the cardboard down and put it where the boxes go.
Right.
The next day, here this nigga come crying. Yo, next time you have
this is about the trash shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
next time you have something like that, can you just put the trash inside the box?
All right.
Nigga.
Excuse me, sir. SMD. No.
So I'm like, yo, I'm not doing this with you. He like, what? I said, whenever I have a box, if I break it down, you complain. If I don't break it down, you complain. What the fuck do you want? Which one do you want me to do?
Both.
Because the fact that I'm even giving you this option is way more than I actually have to give you. This is your job.
You could have left it there.
I'm being courteous.
You could have not put it in the trash.
Bruh, I'm being courteous. I'm being courteous because, what up, Cindy?
Hey, Cindy.
I'm being courteous because I fuck with you. You my mans.
Yeah.
But what you're not going to do is make it seem like I'm supposed to be making your job easier.
Nah, nigga. Never.
Nah,
no.
B.
I have a whole other job. I have a whole job.
Bruh, I have responsibilities. I got shit I got to do. Shit. Like, no, that's not what we about to do. Which one? Like, make up your mind. You want me to break the shit down, or you want me to stop breaking the shit down? Can you just go ahead and put it downstairs? No, I am not taking it downstairs. That is your job. No, nigga. So I haven't decided which one I'm gonna do moving forward. I shouldn't have a delivery no time soon, so I got a little bit of time. But
what is that conversation though?
Nerves.
What is that conversation? Like I would have hated having to deal with that conversation,
bruh.
Literally.
Like, what are we talking about?
Because I don't mind people. Like, I don't mind people pressing me, but don't press me about how I discard trash, my nigga.
Nigga, like, I see, and he only does this with me and my supervisor, not my supervisor, because we have a relationship with him. He only does this with us.
So you feel comfortable,
right?
We got that.
Only does this with us. He ain't gonna do this shit to nobody else. So, yeah, it annoys the hell out of me, and I was very, very close to cussing him out.
Oh man!
Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, what do you want?
I wouldn't want to be the ears on his head,
bro. Like, yo, make up your goddamn mind, bro. What are we doing here?
That's crazy.
Like, are we like? What do you want me to do? And he couldn't give me. He's like, oh, just take it downstairs. No, that's not happening. I'm not doing that. Oh shit, day party. Oh, hold up, Cindy. All that alcohol and stuff was for a day party?
Oh wow. She doing day parties. Damn, she lit. Damn.
So yeah, yo. You know my goddamn nerves crying about some shit. Like, you gonna be the whole I get paid by the hour.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing. It also applies to shit like this.
Yeah.
Bro, you get paid to be here for 8 hours. Like,
yeah.
It ain't gonna take. You don't take extra time for you to come upstairs, grab the trash, and take it downstairs like you're supposed to. It's your fucking job.
I mean, but you gotta hear both sides though.
Nah, I heard his side, and his side wasn't consistent.
What if he had like a whole lot of trash that he had to do when your trash was gonna back him up? You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm fucking. I
don't know what to tell you. Like, that's his job. Like, I don't like. It would be one thing if it was. It would be one thing if I was making unnecessary trash. True. That I would be like, no, you.
But it could have been unnecessary to him though.
I don't give a fuck how he feels about it.
Word. See, but when I say shit like that, when that be my response to things, I get hit with shit.
No, it depends on the situation. Oh, like the fact is, it wasn't unnecessary. Like it's a fact.
Yeah.
It wasn't unnecessary trash. If it was absolutely unnecessary trash, no, you're right. My bad. Yeah. I was tripping. But in other cases, nah.
And like you had a box full of confetti for no fucking reason.
Right. Like
exploded everywhere when you open
it. It's not like like I got a package with the little thing with the peanuts in it.
Yeah.
The white styrofoam joints, and I just dumped them bitches. Like that. If he complained about that, like, all right, my bad, Joe. You're right.
Hit that up, my nigga.
Right. Like I just I deliberately opened the box and poured all of those into a trash can.
Hey, come here. I got a job for you to do. Come handle this.
Right. No, I don't do that. Here's the thing. I help him with his job. Not a lot, not a whole bunch, but like if there's something that needs to be lifted, and it requires two people, 2 men, and his other people ain't, if he can't get to his other people, and I'm around, I go ahead and help him with that. Like that's nigga, that's what we used to do when we was out in the field. So I ain't got no problem with that, but this extraness of being picky and wanting me to make your job easy, nah, B, that's not my job. That's not what I'm here for. That's absolutely not what I'm.
What's that shit? Oh, we don't do that here.
Nah, we don't do that here.
Shouts to T'Challa.
So, the next thing, yo, sometimes relationships run their course, right? All kinds of relationships. And somebody asked me if this particular relationship that I'm about to talk about has run its course, and I don't have an answer. I can't say no. Like I want to say no. I can't really just say no. My one homegirl, who I've talked about on here before, the one that had the birthday situation and then didn't show up for like 2-3 hours. And,
when y'all went out and shit.
Yeah, and me and Marcus left, and she got an attitude because we left and all that. That one, the one homegirl that when we went to Myrtle Beach, she was having issues with the money and complaining, and when we got there, she pissed everybody off. Yeah,
with the EBT shit, or that's somebody else?
No, that wasn't EBT. That was it was money. It wasn't.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. That homegirl. That same homegirl. So I probably brought this up before. I don't remember, but just in case I didn't, I may have mentioned once or twice in life that don't particularly prefer to talk on the phone. I may have mentioned it.
Yeah. That's why you never answer when I call.
That's not the case though. That's not what happened. Nigga, you didn't. Don't get me. Don't make me pull up call log.
Oh no, because I call you. To be fair, I call you randomly as fuck though. So
you do, but also I've called you several times and you didn't answer.
That's a fact. I don't answer.
But in general, I do answer the phone when people call me because in general, the people in my life understand that I don't like talking on the phone. So usually they only call me when it's necessary to call.
Right.
The one person that I can absolutely say 100% without a shadow of a doubt that I will look at the phone ring and just not answer it is her. Because she cares none about the fact that I don't like talking on the phone. She will literally call me to talk about nothing.
That's fun.
Consistently though. Like the only person that calls me, I'm sorry, the person that calls me the most is Fab. But when Fab calls, there's always a reason.
Right.
It's always something that is worthy of the phone call. Like anything that's just little bullshit or like small planning or anything like that, he communicates through text because number one, he knows I don't like talking on the phone. Number two, sometimes it's just more efficient when you're planning things to have it in writing.
Yeah, because then you could go back and like if you miss something, say you think about it later in the day, you could go back. Oh, I have it in my text. Yeah,
exactly. So this past week, I think it was Monday and Tuesday. No, Sunday, I believe, and Monday, she called me. Sunday when she called me, I probably wasn't doing nothing. I just saw that it was her calling and figured it wasn't nothing important. So I didn't answer the phone. Because if it was important, you would leave a message or you would text me right afterwards or you would call me back. None of those things happened. The next day, she called me again. This time I was actually busy. So I didn't answer the phone. The next day, Tuesday, I text her like, hey, what's up? Her response, oh, you ignoring me? Are you ignoring me? No, nigga, I wouldn't have texted you if I was ignoring you. What type of...
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because I responded.
Yeah, I hit...
Stop. Yeah, stop talking to me about this.
Right, you didn't text me to initiate this conversation. I texted you.
Right.
No,
so I'm not ignoring you. Yeah.
What? Oh. Okay, no, I'm not ignoring you. What's up? Oh, I was just going to say, I can see how such and such got laid while y'all was in Dominican Republic based off of my trip.
How somebody got laid?
Yeah, laid.
Oh, had sex?
Yes, Eddie.
Why is she talking to you about somebody else?
Nigga! Right! My point! Exactly! Like, don't call my fucking phone no more. That's what I started to say. But I'm not gonna do that. But, like, seriously? What the fuck? And here's the thing about it. I responded, LOL. She never said anything else. So what the fuck? So why the fuck did you feel like you had to call me about that 2 days in a row? Like that was a call back to back. I'm not back. I'm sorry, not back to back. But that was a call 2 days in a row thing for you. Like
so she was calling. She was calling to talk to you about that, but she texted instead.
She texted because I asked her what's up. So like that's a call day after day for you.
I don't. Why she care who getting laid if it ain't her?
Bruh, like what are we talking about? Like, why do you feel like you need to have this conversation with me?
Yo, people are weird, B.
So weird. So, like I said, I responded LOL. She never responded again. I'm like, oh, okay. That was it? That was the whole conversation? Like, This is what you called me 2 days in a row for?
What's the number?
All right.
I'm gonna say something.
No. So then Thursday, she calls me. Again, I didn't answer the phone. This time I was busy too. I didn't answer the phone. And a little bit later that day, I text her like, "What's up?" She says, "Do you want to go?" Hold up. Matter of fact, there's no reason for me to try to remember this because I kept the file.
He kept the files.
Drinks Saturday night? Question mark. I said, not sure if I'll be free, but what time and where? Oh, I'm not sure.
That's annoying.
Nigga! What? I'm so glad I didn't have to explain.
No, that's stupid. Like, nigga, don't plan for us to do something and then I have to be in charge of when, where, and no.
Yes!
No, fuck that.
So yes, all of that.
No.
Not sure. Whenever Fab is free, I'll do a group text.
Why didn't you just start from there then?
Why the fuck didn't you start with the group text? Like, what are we doing here?
First off, that's too much work and effort on her end. Starting off this way.
Bruh. What was the point of doing it this way? So anyway, yesterday...
I think she wants you to fight her. That ass. I think she wants to...
Clearly, she must, yo. Yeah. She must want me to cuss her the fuck out. Mm-hmm. So yesterday, she sends the group text. And...
Wait, did you suggest her? Oh, she suggested to do the group text after y'all talked. Yeah, she could have started from there.
Then she says, drinks tomorrow. This is yesterday. Drinks tomorrow at 8:30. Anybody want to go? Fab says, location?
Yeah, like...
Her response, I don't know yet.
Nah, we're not going. Nobody's going. We're not doing shit. Saturday.
After she said that, I'm like, yo, I can't make it.
We ain't doing nothing at 8:30.
Yeah, I'm not.
No.
What?
Fuck out of here.
Now, here's the thing. Before I get into the most damning of this, in my opinion, I could be bugging, but before I get there, let me defend her a little bit of what I think it could be.
Yeah, because you got to hear both sides.
Yeah, you got to hear both sides. What it feels like to me, the combination of both of these things, what it feels like to me is she is feeling left out of the group.
Oh,
because the funny thing about it is, years ago, we weren't a group. Like we were people who were friends, but we weren't like consistently doing shit together. And then when we started, she wasn't a part of that. She was always busy or was always this, that. So once it got to the point where she started actually doing stuff with us, that may have lasted like a year or two, maybe. And then fast forward to the shit she pulled in Myrtle Beach. Once that happened, I was like, I'm sorry, even go a little bit before that. When I decided that we were going to do Fab's birthday for the trip every year, and that first time she was like, we tried to get her to go, and she's like, no, it's the first week of school, I can't take that week off, blah blah blah. When she said it to me, I was like, oh fuck it, I'll never invite you to this again because clearly you can't make it. There's no point in me trying to convince you to go. You can't. You said you can't make it. You can't make it. Cool. I won't invite you on this particular trip. So then the Myrtle Beach thing comes. I didn't invite her. She found out about it. Oh, I want to go. Oh, what? I thought you said you could. Oh no, I'm over that now. All right, cool. So, cool, you can go. So then all the bullshit happens with the money. And then when we get there, she like pretty much pisses off every single person that was there. And then when we get back, she like, oh, I heard, I'm sorry, when we get back, it was a couple weeks because her birthday's the day before yours, actually.
Oh, damn, don't say that.
So, the September trip is always the second week of September, if not the third week, whatever week the 16th falls in, and then her birthday is October 20th, so it's not that far apart. So after the Myrtle Beach trip, we life carried on. And then for her birthday, she wanted to do Power Plant again, which was the original reason that we were beefing in the first place. Because the whole Power Plant thing is she didn't show up for like 3-4 hours and we left and blah, 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 blah. So pretty much a lighter version of the same exact thing happened.
Yeah.
Again, I went with Marcus. Marcus drove to the Power Plant. We get there. She's not there. She's late. And then there was a twist on it. It wasn't as bad as what happened the first time.
But it's similar,
Marcus,
though.
Yeah, it's similar. And Marcus was pissed.
Feels.
Yeah, Marcus was pissed, so we left. And I'm explaining what happened to her. I told her, like, yo, you was...
Why is Marcus always getting pissed?
They don't really get along.
Oh, okay.
not like they enemies and no shit like that, but like their personalities don't really mesh well.
Word.
Like I believe that they are friends. I believe they have love for each other, but just their personalities do not really mesh well.
It do be like that sometimes, bro.
Yeah. After that happened, we had a conversation, me explaining to her what happened and why we ended up leaving, and telling her, like, yeah, I think both you and Marcus were wrong in varying degrees. Like, you absolutely should have communicated better, but at the same time, no, we didn't have to leave, because it wasn't like it was hours this time. It was still an hour plus, but it wasn't like 3-4 hours this time. So like, the night was still early. We didn't go home. Like last time we went home because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, this time we didn't even go home. We went to another bar. Like, so like we didn't have to leave this time. But he was my ride. So she like, oh, I could have took you home because she lives around the corner from us. Like, I could have took you home. I'm sorry, I don't want to be around you and your friends that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be held hostage by you. Because that's what she does. She does this. I'll never forget the one day I went with her because she wanted to go out Columbia. She said, I'm going to Cheesecake Factory. You want to come? I'm like, I like cheesecake. So we go. Number one, that wasn't the reason she was going to the mall. She was going to the mall to go shopping. Number two, she had already ordered her cheesecake. She wasn't planning on going in there and sitting down.
Right.
She had already ordered her cheesesteak and didn't tell me that she had already ordered cheesecake. So, nigga, when you ask me if I want to go to Cheesecake Factory with you, I'm thinking that I'm going to get cheesecake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, even if we don't have dinner. I'm thinking that I'm getting cheesecake.
Gotcha.
Not that you have to pay for it. I'll pay for the cheesecake. But I'm thinking that the scenario is, okay, we'll go in there. We're going
out to get cheesecake, yeah.
Right. No, she had already bought the cheesecake, never mentioned that to me, never asked me if I wanted cheesecake. She grabbed the cheesecake and we left. And then she went... I would have
slapped that shit out her hand, bro.
Yo, and then she went to her... then she had a nail appointment. She like, yo, drive my car home and come back and get me.
No.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on here?
No, DK, no.
Like, what the fuck? Yo, this is never happening again. There will never be another scenario where it's supposed to be us two, where you want to go somewhere and you ask me and I say yes. Ever again. Maybe with the small exception of if I feel like driving. Because then I won't be held hostage because I can leave whenever the fuck I want.
Yeah,
but that will never happen again.
You have to have drove in your own car also.
Sure, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I feel like driving, then maybe I'll do it. But outside of that, there will never be another scenario where.
I think that's the reason why I don't like people picking me up.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't like not having my own car going places. Because like, when I want to leave, I want to leave.
When I want to leave, I want to leave. Absolutely. So, yeah, like, what? No, we're not doing. Never again. I would never be saying yes to you again for anything close to this.
You know what's so crazy? When going into those type of situations, you never think that it's going to play out the way that it does.
You never think it.
And then when it does, you're like, wow, that was
no way for me to.
I would have said no 2 hours ago.
Bruh.
I know it would have played out like this.
Yo, there was no way for me to ever imagine that that's how that would have played out. She literally said to me, "Let's go to Cheesecake Factory."
Yeah.
I'm thinking she was on some reckless craving shit. Like, I want to go specifically to this place because I want cheesecake right now. Let's do that. No, she had planned on shopping.
Yeah, she already got the cheesecake beforehand.
She had already ordered the cheesecake.
Yeah.
Nigga, what?
Oh no, we would have been friends.
There's never been a time in history where I've gone to Cheesecake Factory and didn't get cheesecake.
Yo, what? Your fat boy is showing.
Hey, it is what it is. It's in the name, my guy. Cheesecake Factory. They manufacture cheesecakes. Like I don't. Yeah. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
So, but yeah, she does the hostage thing. So there was no way I was going to stay there with her and her friends that I don't know. One friend, she did have one friend there that I did know, but again, it's only one person. It's like 7. And my thing is, as I displayed when talking about the DR trip, as far as Fab and his girl, if it's your thing, it's your thing. I am not there to sabotage that or make it about me, like in any way, shape, or form. Like, this is for you. So, like, if I go somewhere and it's somebody's party, I'm not going to try to monopolize all their time. Like,
no. This
is your party. Everybody here is here for you.
Right.
I'm not going to try to monopolize your time. Go do what you do.
Yeah,
let me get some time.
Yeah.
But other than that, do what you do, and it's your day. It's about you.
Hey, what's up? Chop it up real quick.
Right. And the rest of the time is the rest of the time. If you choose to, if you make your way back over to me, great.
Awesome. If you don't, for real fact. Yeah.
It is what it is. Because it's not about me. That's not what the fuck this is. So, in that scenario, nah, I'm not. But again, also, if I know that I'm not going to enjoy myself, I'm not going to stay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's not what that was going to be. I was not going to stay. Because literally, this is something that doesn't end until she leaves because it's hers.
Right.
You wouldn't have been leaving until the end of whatever it is that y'all decided to do. No, I'm not staying with you and being at your mercy. No, fuck that. But anyway.
That doesn't sound
nigga. So the last real conversation we had was a couple days later when she like, oh, and I heard y'all talking about me at Myrtle Beach. We got to sit down and talk about that, blah, blah.
Nah, we don't. Nah, but we don't.
So I'm like, no. So I was like, all right, cool. I look forward to it. Because you're not going to like the conversation. You're not going to like the conversation. Yo, yeah, fuck that. You're not going to. Here's my thing. You're not going to show your ass and then act like everybody else wrong.
Yeah, true.
All right, cool. You want to sit there and have a conversation? Great.
I mean, my whole thing is like, well, we were kind enough to talk about you behind your back because I'm pretty sure.
No, but here's the thing. No.
Nah?
I didn't talk about her behind her back.
But people were.
Because of the situation, every now and then a thing would come up. But it wasn't like it was like you in a group of people and you step away for a second, and then they start professing how much they don't like you and all. It ain't no like dumb shit like that.
Yeah, like it was a round table of
right. No, it was shit like she would do something while we were there.
Yeah,
and it would be brought up.
Yeah, and then dip out, and then be like, "Y'all saw that? Like, did that
right?
Really happen?" Yeah,
it would be like that type of thing.
Oh no, that's fair. Niggas, that's okay because that happens. That's the thing.
It's not like niggas was sitting around gossiping about her.
Yeah, okay.
No, but again, I still wasn't saying anything. I was defending her even in some of these cases because of the situation leading up to the trip. I was like, nope. If I'm going to tell her that after all of this shit, she can still go on the trip, I'm not going to make it awkward. I'm not going to fuss with her. I'm not going to bring none of this shit up. I'm not going to talk about her the entire time we down there.
Right.
We got into it, and what would normally be a long argument, I was like, you know what? You got it. Because I was not on that time where I'm on vacation.
Yeah, you're on vacation.
Yeah, B, I don't want to. I'm all this shit. We can do that shit when we home, like.
Yeah.
Cause it's not a when we get into it, it's never nothing big. Like it's semantics or some shit like that. So that's cool. I don't want to do that on vacation. So, but anyway, yeah, I made a concerted effort. I'm not talking about her. I'm not gonna complain about her this entire trip. Y'all do what y'all want. And every now and then, because she would do some wild shit, they would bring it. They would talk about it. Oh, he wilding. What happened?
Yeah, it's cute. She love it.
Oh man. But,
and I ain't shit I could do, even if I close the door.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. So I'll give you an example. The whole issue with the Myrtle Beach thing was leading up to the trip. That last 2 days before we left, she was complaining about what the final payment was, mainly because she had some financial issues recently. You know, everybody has some hardships every now and then.
Yeah,
it is what it is. It's real shit.
They be right around the corner.
Shit happen, yeah. Mm-hmm. But so I understood it. I understood where she was coming from, even though she was dead wrong. I understood where she was coming from. Because, like, all right, cool, you're struggling a little bit right now. Because, like, you just got this house. You just got this car. And everything was on the up and up. But you had this accident that they deemed your fault in their new car. So that's more money out your pocket.
Yeah.
This thing happened with this credit card for this store that wasn't supposed to happen. This thing happened with the house that required money that you didn't have immediately. I know shit going on right now. Shit should be happening. I'm not bugging off that shit. Like, that's why my initial reaction to her bitching about the last payment, my initial reaction was I was going to tell her, like, yo, pay me back later. That was my initial thing. That's what initially I was going to do until she started with this other bullshit. But
it do be like that though. Like you trying to give mercy to niggas.
Yo, you know what I'm saying?
And then they do one like no.
I literally hit Marcus up so I can vent and get my frustration out. Mm-hmm. And when I got off the phone with him, I was going to call her back and be like, "Yo, I got you. Just pay me later."
Yeah. And
before I got off the phone with Marcus, I get a phone call from Tiffany, basically telling me that this one had called Tiffany to complain about me. Okay. That's what. Now
I gotta be merciful. No more.
Yeah, give me my money.
Yeah.
Give me my money.
I kind of like when you just be honest about shit. Like,
bro,
gloves are off, and it's like you try to be nice, you try to do the right thing. Because when you love somebody, you love somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
You're like, all right, I got you. Like, if it was anybody else in the world, I wouldn't be like this with you.
Right.
But now I feel like you're trying to like play with me.
Like she told me she had to go because she's a teacher. She told me she had to go because the kids were coming in, and then I get this phone call from her friend confirming that the reason she got on the phone with me wasn't because the kids were coming in. It was because she wanted to cry and bitch and complain about me.
Nice. She used her kids as an excuse.
Yeah.
To talk shit.
Right. Them students ain't got nothing to do. But anyway, but that was the issue. It was a monetary issue. But when we in Myrtle Beach, they go shopping and she buying shit. What?
Wow.
So that was one of the things that they brought up.
What's that
mean? In Myrtle Beach.
When you owe me money, but I see you buying some shit.
Nigga! And like I said, luckily she didn't owe me money because if she did, that'd have been a conversation. You wouldn't have to worry about that being behind your back. Because
I would have.
You would have owed me money. No, she paid me. She gave me the rest of the money before we left. But anyway, it's like shit like that. So when you like, oh, we need to all sit down and talk about what happened to Murphy. All right, bet. Because you're not on the winning side of this. Yeah. Like you literally pissed everybody that went off. Like, even your homegirl that you introduced to the group was not on your side because you were wrong. You were wilding. So that conversation never happened.
Oh shit! Too bad.
So one day, I think it was Labor Day, Memorial Day. Labor Day? Memorial Day. The one that's right before September. So Labor Day, because Memorial Day is in May. Yeah, Labor Day. So Labor Day, we had a little get together at Fab's house, and she was there. So, fuck am I do? I'm not actively upset at her. So, like, it was like a normal get together. Like,
yeah.
So the next time we saw her was at her graduation party. That was cool. But then this stuff starts happening. It's like, yeah, we're not how we used to be because you kind of fucked that up with your behavior in Myrtle Beach. Like, niggas saw what was going on and niggas didn't like that. So
yeah,
I'm sorry, but now, but again, like I said, with that first thing about, oh, I see how such and such got laid and blah, blah, I feel like that's just her trying to feel included, like be a part of what happened, because she's not allowed to go on no more trips with us. So, Jesus. So that I feel like that was her trying to like feel like she was a part of our trip. Yeah. So,
while not being a part of the trip.
Right. So like, that's
really fucking strange though. To like,
I agree.
Instead of like, oh, how was the trip? Did y'all have fun? Oh, I could see how somebody got late. Like, why start there? Like, I feel like even if you talk about it, like, build up to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
also, it's a month since we've been back almost.
Now you want to talk about it,
right? So I'm like, come. But anyway, so now back to burying her ass. She is the only person in my friend group, pretty much, that has not said anything to me about my cousin. Even the girl that she brought to the group has reached out to me about my cousin.
Can I ask which cousin it is? Is this the one that recently got engaged?
No, the one that just passed.
No, but I'm asking.
No. He's not on none of my socials.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he's not on none of my socials. But matter of fact, on my profile picture, the shortest one.
I'm about to go look right now.
Yeah, that's the cousin that passed.
Gotcha.
So,
damn,
she hasn't said anything about that. Not one thing. Now, again, to her defense, you don't see everything your friends post on Facebook.
True enough.
You don't. But when we was beefing, she was able to see everything I was posting. To the point where she thought I was talking about her. So
why she thought you was talking about her?
Because
the Myrtle Beach? No,
the first issue, the power plant thing.
Okay, gotcha.
She thought I was talking about her because you know how I always used to like. I would randomly post some shit about like trash people, and just talk about a scenario.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of those, the shoe fit.
Yeah. You sometimes gonna get hit by the you sometimes gonna get hit by the strays if it applies.
Yeah. So she thought I was talking about it. But again, these were posted on Facebook. She wasn't tagged in any of that. She saw those.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And again, like I said, the girl she introduced to the group saw it and
reached out,
hit me up. Yeah. Also, this whole not liking talking on the phone thing. She refuses to text me first for anything. She refuses to communicate with me via text, except my birthday.
Oh wow! Oh damn, that's really really fucking strange.
So when it's my birthday, you deem it acceptable to comment on Fab's post, "Happy birthday" to me. But for everything else, it has to be a phone call?
Yeah, that's weird.
What are we?
She just moves weird, dog. Like,
bruh, that's what I'm saying. Like, what? What are we talking? What are we talking about here?
Hopefully she doesn't see this episode.
I don't give a fuck. Yo, listen.
No, I mean, clearly you don't. Like,
everything that I talk about on here, I have either talked about with the person already, or no, pretty much everything I bring up on here, I've talked about with the person on here, and half of the time I get clearance.
Word.
This time I get clearance, clearly, because obviously. But
you better
she's
than
aware.
Me, you better than me because I'm more like, yo, if I talk about you behind your back and somebody runs back and tells you, if you come to me, I'm gonna still say the same exact thing that I said. Yeah.
Oh no, that's absolutely facts. But here's the thing. I don't get on here telling other people's business.
Word.
I talk about shit that happens to me.
No, you're talking about your perspective of the shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, for instance, and I hate that I had to bring this up to... When I talked about the trip to the Dominican Republic, I didn't mention that anybody got laid.
Right. Not even on here.
No.
Yeah.
Because that's not my business.
Yeah, it ain't your business to tell.
Right. So, you feel like that's a conversation that you and I need to have about...
Why didn't she just have the conversation with the person who got laid?
I don't fucking know. Maybe she did.
Oh, why come?
She may or may not have. But I don't understand why she felt it was necessary to extend the conversation with me with that person not involved.
Yeah.
How do you know that person wants their sex life to be farther for you and I?
It's weird.
Bruh.
Just to be fair, like I don't think about you and Toom's sex life because I love y'all to death, but I do not give a fuck how y'all clap cheeks. Or if y'all get y'all cheeks clap, whatever y'all do.
Well, no, to be fair, hold up. To be fair, I can't say I don't care if my friends have sex. Because I want my friends to have sex.
No, I want my friends to have sex, but I don't care if they are. You know, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about the details. Like,
right, that part. You know? Yes,
yeah.
That part specifically. Yeah. Like, yo, I don't need to know. No, I don't need to know. I've never been that talk to my friends about sex.
Yeah, like my homeboy's like, oh yeah, we slept together. I'm like, oh, that's what's cool. All right. Let's leave it there and keep it moving.
No more. Right. Yeah. I don't need no more than that. Like,
because that's always been a weird thing to me. Like even as
always been weird. Like why do you just do that?
Why are we talking about? Why are y'all talking about this explicit shit to me? Like all I do is go home and read my Bible, dog. Like,
yo, shut up, lying ass motherfucker. But that has always been weird to me, yo.
Yeah, it is weird.
I don't understand the fascination with other people's sex lives.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Ain't nothing fascinating about it. If it ain't me, like I don't know. I don't care. Like you said, like I care if my friends because I want my friends to get laid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if they want to
consensually, of course, and all that.
Of course, yeah.
I don't care about the ins and outs and all that.
No, that's funny. That's the ins and outs.
Yeah. I just caught
that. But this is the type of stuff I'm saying. So, like I said, somebody asked me, like, has this relationship run its course? And I'm like,
and she runs.
I don't have the answer.
Jeez.
I don't have the answer because legitimately, when my phone rings and I see that it's her, it bothers me. And I don't know if that's because it's her or if that's because she knows I don't like talking on the fucking phone. It's probably not going to be anything important.
All right.
I don't know which one it is. I got to figure that out before I can answer that question. But, bruh, like,
I could figure it out for you.
It's not the same. I can say this without any consternation. It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's absolutely not the same that it used to be. Like I used to care if she would be at the get-togethers. Now.
If she show up, she show up.
Yeah,
if she comes, she comes.
Okay. All right. But yeah, yo, like now, if she there, good. If she's not, okay. Like, it's not to the point where if she don't show up, good.
Yeah, it just don't matter either. It'll be a little bit better.
Yeah, it would be a. If she shows up, good. If she doesn't show up, okay.
Better.
I'm not saying that. Those are not my views. Those are not my views. Those are the views of my esteemed colleague.
I'm sorry.
But like, I don't know, yo. Like, it's weird. It's a really weird situation to be in because almost in some weird way, as long as Fab isn't done with her, I can't be done with her.
Because there'll always be that chance that she'll be around. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And Fab don't get rid of people. Fab is the collector of broken people. Like,
nice.
Like real shit. Fab don't get rid of people. So
I mean, he got a big heart.
Oh yeah, he's a big cuddly giant. Like this motherfucker.
I mean, CC's like the what is it called, like the good in people, you know?
Sure, absolutely. That's one of the things he does. Sis said, I thought we weren't talking about people's sex life, Eddie.
Oh, did I just do that?
Because when you said she comes, she comes.
Oh yeah. True. You got me.
Oh god.
What that shit called? Freudian slip.
It's like I don't know, yo. I don't fucking know. All I know is she annoys me. But here's the thing. All of you annoy me.
Yes, yo, literally. Oh my God, I was like, yo, I love the hell out of you, but you be annoying the fuck out of me. But I love
you. Yo, I some people get it, some people don't. If you annoy me, 9 out of 10 times, it means that I love you.
Yes,
don't put up with that shit
because I'm allowing it.
Right. I don't put up with that shit from other people at all. No, you are not.
You know that whole turn down the cheek
presence.
Shit? I do that a lot with people I don't give a fuck about. Like, oh, okay, well, your little spicy shit ain't nothing. I don't care.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
When people I care about, I'll be like,
all right. They're like, oh, okay, fine. But yeah, so if you but shit, she's starting to annoy me more than the rest of my friends.
That means you're gonna love her even harder now.
No, nigga, I don't think that's what that means. I don't think that's what that means.
Jesus Christ. There is a stopping point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a certain level where it's like, no, we're not doing this
anymore.
We're not doing this. We're not gonna get to this level. Like,
I've ran out of carrots. I've ran out of sticks.
Bro, like this shit is. Like the worst part about it is the weird shit. Like, why do you want to talk about this girl? Like, what? Why do you feel the need to unprompted? Like, that's the first thing you say to me. Like, oh, I see how such and such got laid in the Dominican Republic based on
because that could say a lot of things. Like,
bruh,
are you calling her like a hoe?
What do you like?
Easy, I mean, like, I don't know what the woman is, and I don't care. I don't judge her by that. But either way, just saying that alone, like, I could see how she got laid there. Like,
I get it.
There's context left out of that.
Weird. Yeah, it's really weird. And I don't want to have the conversation.
It just sounds bad judgmental to me.
Like if she would have said that, the girl that we're actually talking about, okay, I can engage in this conversation. Again, I don't necessarily want to know details, but if we're having a broad conversation about it, sure, I can engage in that conversation because it's her. She's the one talking about it.
Right.
Life.
Yeah, she's giving you her business.
Yeah, I don't really like in this scenario, and this is gonna sound backwards as fuck, but most of y'all will probably understand what I mean when I say this. It would be different if this was somebody that I didn't know. Like, if she was telling me a story about one of her friends that I didn't know and how she had this wild time in the Dominican Republic.
Oh yeah,
that would almost be better because there's not that connectivity that makes it weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just another human who happens to have.
Yeah, because the intimacy even is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I know this person. Like the way that I see
Right.
them is how I see them. The other
I
person, you
don't
don't know
need you
shit
to
about.
like, bruh. I don't need to be having this conversation about her sex life when she's not present. Like, that's what the hell. Something very weird just happened to your audio and your video.
Just now?
Okay, you good now. You good now.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, like, why are we having a conversation about this person's sex life and they're not here? That we both know and we have access to. So if this was a conversation that needed to happen, it could happen properly with her being involved.
Right. That way she could either defend herself or not. You know, like
right.
Say something like, "Nah, you got it wrong." Well, whoever told you whatever they told you, don't. Because she had.
Yo, your shit is wilding out right now, my guy.
Bro, I'm gonna type back in.
All right. Biddy, what do you mean when you say you can be that annoying person? Because I don't want to. I don't want to be. I want to be clear what I mean when I say annoying. So what do you mean when you say you can be that annoying person? That's very weird that your other joint didn't go away. Like your other joint's still here. Don't worry, I got it.
What the interwebs is going on?
That's wild. Hold up, I hope. All right. If this kicks you out, just come back in.
Okay.
All right, cool. We good. Yeah, Biddy, let me know what you mean by that, because I want to be perfectly clear what I mean when I say annoying.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you get away without addressing the phrasing you just did.
All right. Okay.
Because that was
all right, Joe.
Amazing.
All right, Joe. God
If it kicks
like
you out.
It's looking like a dog. It's looking like a dog with a bone.
I am. Jesus. I just love letting people talk, man. It's amazing.
So another thing, the last thing that really Biddy says she gets caught up in conversation of talking about things people don't want to hear. No, Biddy, that's not what I mean. It's one thing to be a talkative person that talks about a bunch of different things. That's
like random shit.
That's different. Yeah, that's different. Like almost like a social butterfly. Fab is a social butterfly. If you let Fab like just talk, he's gonna talk about everything.
Right.
Like, and he will talk to anybody about anything, just all over the place. He's a
renegade.
Bruh, you can put Fab in the middle of nowhere. As long as people are around, he will make friends. Like that is Fab. I ain't like that. But no, that doesn't like that's not annoying to me. That's not what I mean, Biddy. So for the last thing, my week, as you guys know, my cousin passed recently. It was the most inconvenient time for my mother's cat to die. My mom, I don't know if I said it on here, but she has this thing where I know bad news is coming.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened for the first time in text form. We were talking about something. Were we talking already? I think we were talking already. That day, like we were having text conversation that day. And then she just texted me, James, ... I'm like, God damn it, what happened?
Damn, not the ...
Nigga.
Jesus.
I'm like, what happened now? Please don't be nothing like super crazy. And she like, yeah, Fluffy passed. I'm like, God damn it,
what's going on?
This ain't the time. Like,
yeah,
this is not the time. And the crazy thing is, my mother's birthday is Tuesday. So.
Oh, your mother's October baby too?
Yeah, my mother's birthday is this Tuesday, and for obvious reasons, she's done with this month.
Yeah.
Like she's ready to move on, but it's that weird juxtaposition of having a birthday coming up as well. But yeah, so that was really an inconvenient time for that to happen. And like this cat is like has been in the family for over 15 years.
Yeah, and then the upcoming year is going to be hard for her too because this month is always going to be a reminder of those two
Yep,
things. Yeah,
absolutely.
I know what that's like.
Yep, absolutely. But yeah, that was my week. That was my crazy annoying week.
Went from trash to Susio talk to fucking cats dying. Jesus Christ,
Right, right. Never a dull moment.
never. Jesus. Well, my week was cool. Ain't nothing really happened. It was my birthday, nigga, on Friday. Nigga, 35. Yeah, yeah.
Facts.
Shit.
All facts. I'm
So
about to
fuck
say,
it.
nigga, that's all you going. I'm about to say, nigga, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Then it was other shit too, like school shit, like getting ready because I was supposed to start school on Monday, and had to deal with financial aid shit because I had a balance of one of my student loans.
mm-hmm.
I had to get this like clearance thing, so I'm just getting everything in order, and then I have to figure out what's going on with my Thank you, McKenna. I got to figure out what's going on with my high school diploma because I did get my high school diploma, I graduated and all that shit, but the school doesn't exist anymore.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they're having a hard time seeing if I'm accredited and all that shit.
Shouldn't there be a copy somewhere of all the stuff that's necessary?
I mean, like I gave them a picture of the diploma.
No, I'm talking about from the school. Like, shouldn't there be things somewhere from the school?
Bro, yeah, because I initially went to school in Dade County, but then I did continuation in Broward.
Mm-hmm.
So they I guess they said they hit up all the necessary people as far as how to get the information, but since the school don't exist, I guess all the documents are gone too. I don't know because you got to remember it's 2005. Like the digital age wasn't really the digital age back then. We were just getting on that, so everything probably wasn't on computers.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm thinking, since I did attend college that's literally right across from where the school was, I could probably hit up my college that I went to and see if they got records of my high school shit.
Right, McKenna, that's what I mean. Like, shouldn't the school board have records or something?
They should. But then it makes me think, damn, what if that school wasn't an official school?
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like it could be that, but then how was I able to get into Florida Career College? You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. That's crazy.
Yeah. But like I said, like I'm not gonna trip over it because I'm on some shit like, yo, it's not a problem until you solve it. So if I have to get my GED out here, I could do that while I'm starting school on Monday. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just do it that way, if anything. But yeah.
Damn, that would be unfortunate.
It would. It's just I'm gonna tell everybody this, and McKenna also because she's younger than us. Your past will come back to haunt you.
Oh fuck yeah!
You know what I mean?
Everything. 98% of what you do will have a lasting impact.
Yeah, just because it's swept under the rug and it hasn't shown up yet, eventually it will.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean that you can't deal with it when it does pop up.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's why I'm just like, all right, well, I'm aware of these things. What can you do to, counteract them and fix them?
Yeah. Like how are we going to move forward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
thanks.
But now let's get to my birthday. So, my birthday was cool. I had a great fucking 35, yo. Like,
awesome.
Got to work on time as I normally do.
Okay. You flexing. Okay.
Yeah, I had this on. I was a little drippy for work on Friday. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted dead ass. I wanted to go to the barbershop, but I swear I hate it here sometimes, yo. Like, just to get a barber appointment is the hardest thing because now they only do shit for whatever reason here. They only do haircuts by appointments everywhere. So getting a barber is now it's like I gotta make an appointment like a week in advance, which I'm not used to doing because when you're from a city that's big, you could just walk in most places. You know what I mean? But whatever. So I wasn't able to get a cut But I'm like, that's cool. So I get to work, and my thing, I don't like being the center of attention like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to keep it low. Like I just told like a few people like who I'm cool with. It's my birthday.
Right.
But Natasha, my lead, she did this shit last year also. I'm gonna tell you what happened last year. She was because her birthday was last week. I think her birthday's on the 13th, the same as my niece's.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Hey Jamie, how old are you?" I was like, "Oh, 34." I was like, "Oh, I turned 34 today." She's like, "Oh, so it was it's your birthday, huh? You thought I didn't know." Everybody wish Jamie a happy birthday. It's his birthday today. I was like, damn. Got him. So yesterday, my homegirl Annika, all day she was just telling me happy birthday, just randomly. Cause I already told her like, yo, like if you blast it out, like I'm gonna feel mad, uncomfortable, whatever.
Right.
So she was doing that, and then my homeboy Joe, he came up to me. He was like, "Oh, do you know where this item is at?" Thanks, Billy. And the thing with Joe is Joe's worked there longer than me, so he knows what everything is and where everything's at. So he holds up the paper. He's like, showing it to me. It says, "Happy birthday, King Davis." I was like, my God. Thank you, Joe. Like, damn, my nigga. And then Quan did something similar to that.
Yeah.
And then Annika was like, "Oh, so when we go back to outbound in our section, our department, do you want me to do anything?" I was like, "Please don't."
Thanks.
So I walk over to Tosh, and Tosh ain't say nothing to me all morning. I'm like, that's weird. I think she's up to some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because me and Tosh, we cool as fuck. So Ani's like, "Happy birthday, Jamie." I'm like, "Thank you, Ani." And then Tosh's like, "Oh, you thought I forgot, huh, nigga?" Everybody's Jamie's birthday. Wish him happy birthday. No. I was like, oh. Everybody's singing happy birthday. I'm like,
oh my God.
Thanks. Jesus Christ. So then all day, everybody just talking about my birthday. I'm just like, it's just like, it's weird. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I don't
like attention. Yeah.
But I'm a little less antisocial than I used to be. So like, I've learned how to deal with those things because people they're doing it out of love and
yes, absolutely
caring about because like I'm low key, like I ain't gonna say low key, but I'm like popular at my job. Like people like me there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like days that I don't show up, people be worried. Like they hit me up in my okay shit like that. So them knowing it's my birthday, yeah, they're gonna be excited.
Absolutely.
So what happened next? And then my girlfriend, she got on my Facebook account and made a post speaking as if she was Bagheera. That was really sweet. I like that. That was cute as fuck. Because I wasn't expecting that. And then she did another post tagging me, telling I'm appreciated. Having all her people tell me happy birthday and all that shit. Mm-hmm. And then just everybody was just, showing me love on the book, text. People send me money on Cash App. Mike got me some shit for Steam, so like a $50 gift card to get the game and shit. Like all this shit I was not expecting. Got to see my grandmother also. I didn't see her in like a year and some change. Went to pick with her for a minute. And I saw my aunt too. And and then I did something I normally never do. Like I went out with my coworkers. We had drinks, and it was the ones that I told you that I wasn't really fucking with like that.
Yeah.
But we ended up before this. We ended up being cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I really don't want to do this, but I'll do it. Like just to see what it's like. You know what I mean? Like let's see what they like outside of work. And come to find out, they're actually pretty fucking cool as fuck.
Good.
Yeah, they bought me shots and all this shit. And I was like, yeah. They're like, what do you drink? I'm like, I prefer rum, but I'll drink whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we did they did like 2 rounds of tequila shots. Then I had a rum and coke, and then I had a Jamaican punch. That shit was good as fuck, though. Right?
Jamaican punch is amazing.
Bro, that shit got like 3 different rums and some other shit in it. I'm like, nigga. And then some other people came. Oh, my homegirl Tasha was supposed to meet us there too, but something happened with her tire, so she cashed at me $40. I was like, damn, good looks. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't expecting that. Right. So then some other people came that they invited. There was a dude. It was a dude and a girl. They slid up, and we were still taking shots. Buddy actually got me a cognac. I think it's cognac. It was like apple something. Yeah, apple cognac. Crown Royale. It was the apple. Yeah, the apple crown. Yeah. So he got me that for my birthday. Then I was like, all right, well, let me get me another drink, and then I'm gonna get shots for everybody since y'all, you know what I'm saying, bailed me out and all that. Because I was like, damn, you just can't dip. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we all had separate tabs. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this whole time.
Funny.
And fucked up though, like
absolutely fucked up.
Like,
I mean, hold on, wait. No, not necessarily fucked up, because that was the purpose of the occasion. True. But it is good that you thought about that.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I'm gonna wrap it up, because I called my sister so I get my grandmother's number, because she changed her number, and I was like, let me go see my granny since she's like right down the road. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, but before I do that, let me make sure like I do things in good manner.
Facts.
I got everybody a shot. Nigga, I did not know that shots cost like $15 a piece, my nigga.
Oh shit.
Like dead ass.
Nigga, what type of shots you?
Nah, listen, to be fair, when I go to bars, I don't get shots. You know what I'm saying?
No, but nigga, I'm saying, what I'm saying is, I don't pay $15 for no shots. Well, so what kind of shots did you? Were they all double shots?
No, I don't think so. They might have been. They might have been.
If they was double shots, that makes sense.
Show me what a double shot look like.
A double shot. It would depend. I don't have a shot glass with me.
Like
hold on.
Right, yeah, let's do this. Let's do some maths. Yeah, because I did not know. I was like, Jesus Christ. But it was fun, though. Had a good time last night. Laugh aloud. I know I got to be applying to DMP programs in December. Happy belated birthday, Addie. Thanks, Biddy. I think I already told you thank you. But yeah, man, my birthday was fire. Yeah, everybody showed up, showed out. Had a great time, man. It's not over yet. It's not over. So we're just waiting for James to get back. 30 millimeters is one shot here, I think. Okay, cool.
So this is a shot.
Okay. So a double shot would be two of those.
Would be two of these.
Oh no, it was that size.
It was this size?
Yeah, nigga. But I got it for like 6-7 people though.
But one still shouldn't be $15.
But doesn't it also depend on the brand that you're drinking too?
Absolutely. But again, what did you get?
Casamigos.
I don't think that should have been $15. Oof.
Well, I don't know. Well, whatever. I just charged it to the game.
No. I'm not saying they got you. I'm saying your shot's expensive as fuck.
Yeah, because mind you, I don't do shots like that. Like even right. Like solo dolo, I don't do shots. So like I'm a swigger. You feel me?
Right.
I'm a nigga that's a swigger.
Okay, all right.
Gorilla. All right. Okay. Nah, so I looked at my towel. I was like, oh shit. Luckily, I got paid that day. Shit, because I was like, man, I was about to head to the dope. Nah, I wouldn't do that.
That's funny. That's funny. How many of y'all was it?
I got shots. I think it was like I got shots for 6 people, me included.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was. I'm
thinking it's 10 people, 15 people.
No.
I'm like, nigga, you.
I'm never paying for 15. Like after that shit, after dealing with 6, nah, nigga.
Facts.
And it probably was that bar too. And plus, you got to remember like inflation's happening and all this shit, so prices are increasing everywhere. I'm just trying to make a reasonable explanation for it because I feel like
right.
I kind of got played, but I don't care because I had a good time. You know what I'm
saying? Right. No, that just might be how much they charge for shots. I don't think that's like for this like a double shot. Yes, a double shot. Yes,
I've been to places where like shots do be costing like $10 and like up and shit though. I'd be like, ooh, for this little shit,
like I feel like. See, all right. Call me cheap, call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. I don't think that top shelf is for shots.
No, it's not.
That's what I'm saying. So like, no, I'm not. Some top shelf shops might be that much for a single shot, but I don't think top shelf is for shots. Like,
Casamigos not top shelf. Because I don't know shit about tequila. Because I don't even drink tequila like that.
I don't consider it top shelf.
Okay.
I don't consider it that, but maybe it is. I don't know.
I mean, all in all, I have
could
fun.
Be bugging.
But then I also have to remember that I did like get another drink too, though. So that was added to my bill. So yeah. So yeah. But it was fun though.
Niggas was wilding.
Oh, like yo, I was like, yo, they trying to get
daddy fat stacks.
Yo, when I got there, like Shorty already had like, because they didn't think I was gonna come. I was like, no, I'll make sure I can, because I know like on Monday if I didn't show up, y'all was gonna talk shit. So like, first let's get that out the way first. Like, I ain't gonna straight dub y'all when y'all invited me out. You know what I mean? Right. If that were the case, I would have told y'all no when y'all asked. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I got there kind of late because I had to go get a bottle anyway. Because I'm like, you know, after I leave there, I'm definitely gonna come home and continue the festivities.
Mm-hmm.
Got there, Shorty already had the drinks, had the shots and shit. She had some, well, it was like some peach, some peach something. That shit was good. And she got us like 3 rounds of shots. Then they had food. I was like, I ain't eating here. I'm good. And I'm happy I didn't, because I literally seen the nigga that was bringing the food, serving it to them, like talking over the food with the plate like close to his face. I'm like,
oh,
I'm good. The food looked good though. It looked like it was like slapping. But,
yeah. Yo, bar food is immune to germs. You know that?
All right. Word.
You ain't know that?
Right. Nigga, stop. I really need people to stop talking to me a sentence before they land. Like, I really do.
Yo.
Nah, but yeah, my birthday was fire. And then the reason why they wanted to take me out, because they was like, oh, what is your girlfriend going to do for you? No matter of fact, they was like, what are you going to do for your birthday? I was like, well, I plan on taking myself out for a steak. I'll probably give me some shoes and shit. They was like, what about your girlfriend? I'm like, well, she just started her new job. So like, she started like 2 weeks ago. So she can't ask to take a day off when she just got there. And she's like, I was like, but she's planning on doing something for me either Sunday or next week, which is fine because, you know, whatever.
Because we're adults. Because we're
adults. But you know how people are. People are like, nah, but it's your birthday. You gotta. I'm like, you don't. But
you don't. I can absolutely wait a couple days.
Yeah, I can wait.
Like,
I mean, Unless I'm willing to wait for her because
this happens every year.
Yeah,
this happens every year.
Yeah, every year.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, funny thing when she was like, "Oh, we got to do something after your birthday," I was like, "Nah, fuck it. I'll just celebrate my birthday next year." She cracked the fuck up, dude. See, that's being petty while being funny. You know what I'm saying?
It absolutely is.
And then another thing, like I was telling people my age at my job yesterday, mad people were like, "No, you can't be 35." Oh yeah, I'm 35. Like this one chick, what's her name? Charlene. She cool as shit. And we've already had this conversation before. Like she already knows my age. She was like, "Oh, I thought you said 25 then." I was like, "Nah, 35." She's like, "You can't be 35." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "How?"
Except I was born in 1987. So.
Yeah, and I told her she was like, "What year were you born?" I was like, 87. She was like, doing the math. Like before she finished, I was like, "Yeah, that's how math works." It's gonna calculate.
Facts.
The ending number, the sum is going to be 35.
I was like, absolutely.
And he's like, "Damn, funny. What did you do to look so long?" I was like,
live.
Depression, alcohol abuse, and a lot of water.
Shut up, nigga. That's way funnier than it needs to be.
It is, but the thing about it, it's true. But I say it to be funny. You know what I'm saying?
It's just called living.
Yeah.
Living. You happen to not have like ridiculous age visually.
You either though.
Yo, I have the same conversations with certain people.
But we're Davises.
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it
jeans,
is.
My guy. And I'm not talking Wranglers.
Well, I mean, I don't think I've ever had a pair of Wranglers.
You better have now, nigga. Fuck you shopping at Walmart for fits.
Cause niggas was broke.
Nah. Stop bringing up the past, my nigga.
No, I went.
I
bought several graphic tees from Walmart, my guy.
Oh no! See, no, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Walmart has fire.
I've also bought hooping shorts from Walmart.
Okay, shorts.
Yeah.
Screen tees.
Yeah, nothing else.
And they snapbacks used to be on fire.
I ain't never really been a hat guy.
All them hats right there, most of them, Walmart.
Word.
Yeah, though.
Nah, I ain't never really been a hat guy. I tried to be when I was younger, but my head too big.
Got you. Rango Zaha, and I heard that brand.
And then when I started growing my hair, it was over.
Yeah.
No point.
Yeah. I mean, you could wear snappies.
Probably, but when I was trying to wear hats, snapbacks weren't a thing. Like niggas,
Gotcha.
niggas
Yeah,
wear
fit it.
snapbacks. Yeah. So now, yeah, I could probably go ahead and start wearing snapbacks, but I think I'm good.
Yeah. Also socks from Walmart.
Well, no underwear. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, but they do have some fire ass socks, dog. They do. Like I'm about to go get me a pack today because they got like these Marvel socks that have like all the characters on them, all that shit, and a bunch of other things like Rugrats, all that. Like my sock game is impeccable. My guy.
Yo. I don't need anything else to spend money on. Cut it out.
I do. Because, my thing is, like, people be like, oh, when you come to work, do you dress, like, do you be matching on purpose? I'm like, I was like, nah, I just put the shit together. Then I think about it, I'm like, nah, I do be, like, doing that shit on purpose.
Like, the answer is yes.
Yeah. Because I like, my whole thing, like, I don't have to be dressed up, but I like to feel comfortable in my own skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to wear things that I'm comfortable wearing.
Yeah.
And also, I don't like to dress like how other people dress, especially not here, because I'm definitely not letting niggas give me fashion advice and tips.
That's funny.
That live here. Like, I've seen how y'all dress, and I'm not impressed.
That's so funny.
Just saying.
Gonna stop being petty.
No, I will continue to be petty because this shit ain't it. Nah, nigga. No, fuck out of here. But yeah, that's pretty much my week. It was cool, man, and there's more fire shit is going to happen. I'm about to like crack down on a bunch of other things. So since I'm gonna be in school, that means I'm gonna be in front of my computer more, which means I'll also have time to get back into creating more often, or I'll push myself to do that. And shout out to you for helping me out get my recorded shit set back.
Hey, come on now.
I mean, small things, but I appreciate them. Yeah, man, that was my early birthday present from you. Appreciate that. Yeah.
It's what I do. It's one of the things that I do.
Yeah, you do. You do it. You did that.
Yeah.
This is like the third time you did that for me.
Yeah.
I know you're getting tired. Like I'd be afraid to ask you. And now I understand like why it takes so long for you to do it now because you're like,
it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I understand.
But it should be easier if anything like that has to happen again, since we found that one program where I could just do it.
Word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before the other two times, that shit was hoops and hurdles and a bunch of other fuck shit.
It's difficult.
Like I remember there was one time I had to actually like get off of the stream with you and be on my phone while we did the shit, and you was sounding so annoyed, and we was on like for like 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah,
I'm like, I know this nigga's patience is wearing down, man. Like,
I mean, listen, I am nothing but a patient man. Like I'm really some people don't believe me.
No, I believe you. It's just I know you still be angry while being patient.
Oh, nigga,
I'm just like, see, because I'm like that too. I'll be like,
some people don't believe me.
I'm gonna do a thing, but I am going to complain about it the whole time.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
If I don't want to do something and I choose to do it, you're gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm outside of this idea where people like try to be like perfect. I have no intention or desire to even attempt to present myself as perfect.
Like, yeah, it's like people who be like, "Oh, if you want to do something in good faith,
do it out of goodness of your heart."
Nah, fuck all that.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna do that shit, angry, mad, all that shit, but I'm still gonna look out for you, my nigga. And
all that shit. Yo, with me, I got your back. That don't mean you're not gonna hear my mouth.
No, you hear my mouth.
You're gonna hear my mouth.
All of it, dog.
It's just what it is. Mm-hmm. Like, and if you can't do that, then I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Like, if your pride is so big, because that's what I feel like it is sometimes. If your pride is so great that you can't lower whatever you feel is a guard or whatever the case may be, so that you can get this help that you need.
Yeah.
Then I can't help you.
Yeah, because I'm not being nice as fuck with you. But this isn't all the time. It's just like
no, it's not all the time.
If it's something that I'm going to do but I don't want to do it, yeah, I'm gonna do it angrily.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do it right though. You know
yes,
what I mean?
Absolutely.
I don't
make sure the
believe
shit
in
get done.
Yeah, but I don't believe in the idea of do it nice and be all friendly. Nah, fuck all that.
Yeah, nah.
Because right now I don't really feel like doing this shit, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Right. I'm gonna do it right because I don't believe in wasting my time.
Exactly.
But nah, you gonna get this work, nigga. You gonna hear you gonna hear every step of the way.
And I'm gonna tell you about my day. I'm gonna tell you like, yo, my day was going great up until this. Yup. All that. Yup. Mm-hmm.
All facts. It just is what it is. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually.
Not at all.
I'm not sorry.
Not at all.
It's what comes along with my great advice and my great help.
Yeah.
You gonna have to suffer a little bit. You gonna have to get in the trenches with me.
Yep. Definitely. Especially if it's something I don't want to do right now, but I'm still willing to do it. Like, nah, nigga. You get all this work. This is gonna be a 3-0 for you, my nigga. You're gonna be on the URL stage. Fuck you mean?
Like, it is what it is, and some people don't like that.
Hey, they can get the fuck on and don't ask me for shit no more. Then you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely. No, I have no. It's so weird to try to require somebody to not only do something for you, but do it the way that you want them to do it.
Yeah, that's weird. You can't ask. No, you can't have both things. No,
bruh, it goes back to my homegirl. Like, I feel like in the situation where you want something, you have to meet the person that you want it from where they are.
Right.
If I want you to do something and your preferred method of contact is fucking Messenger, then that's why I need to hit you up. I need to hit you on Messenger.
Yeah. Because I know that's where. First off, I know that's where you'll respond, and then if I respond in the other ways, I can't be like, "Damn, you're ignoring me." Like, nah, nigga. Like, you know the vibes. Like, I don't respond this way. You know what I mean? The more convenient way for me, so I can help you. Like,
right.
But it's simple. It sounds simple to us, but for other people, it's like fucking rocket
science. It's fucking rocket. I don't understand. Like, but that goes back to the problem that I know I have, where I feel like if I can do something, then anybody can do it. Which, obviously, I know is not the truth anymore. But that doesn't mean but that doesn't mean that sometimes I still go back. I don't go back to that. Like, nigga, it can't be that hard. I did it. But then like, niggas be like, oh no, I have no concept of how to do that. Like, what? You just do this? Yeah, but I can't do that. Oh, shit. My bad. Learn?
Right. I'm pretty sure there's a YouTube video. Somewhere. You know what? That's so funny because even with my school shit, the dude, I'd say he was my financial advisor. My bad, I flipped that. He's my student advisor. He was like, because I was telling him like how I figure things out. I mostly like go to YouTube because I told him about how I got the blue screen to death on my computer, and it was just the way that like when you boot up your computer, you have to have it at a certain setting, and I had the setting wrong, and the setting changed. I don't know how it changed, but it changed. So I told him how I figured that out, and we continue to have these conversations like that. Like when something's going on, I tell him how I figured it out. He's like, "Yeah, this is why I think you'll be a great candidate to start the program on Monday," which it gasses me up. But then I'm also like, y'all niggas say that shit to everybody, huh? You know what I'm saying? But to keep me feeling gassed,
right.
I'm gonna believe it.
Thanks. Yeah, that's how it should go. Especially when you're somebody who suffers from imposter syndrome.
What is that? Is that like being neurodivergent? Because I know I am.
No, imposter syndrome specifically is effectively feeling like you don't belong in the place that you are. Like you don't deserve. For instance, one of the reasons why I'm not so forward with sharing these creative endeavors is because of imposter syndrome. Like, oh nah, I ain't nobody special. I just put this together. Like,
yeah,
like no nigga, you are what you're doing. That's what you are. Like if you make
it's the same way when you and it's the same way when you and Toom always remind me about the things that I've done and are doing, and you're like, I'm like, damn, I don't give myself enough credit, y'all. Like, yeah, you don't. But yeah, I suffer from that shit too because I don't see it as like how you said, I don't see it as a big thing, just something that I know how to do. Yep. I think the difference would be if we did those things more often and the reward was greater than the work we put in. Yeah. Then maybe we would see it a little different.
It would be different. Yeah. Absolutely, I agree with that 100%. And I'm trying to finish up this album because
I know I got you, dog. Stop!
Don't
do that. Don't do that. Jesus fucking Christ! Why do we always get back to here?
Yo, because that's where we are. Like,
damn.
I'm simply trying to finish up this album. That's all. I just need two things, and just need two things.
I got you. Jesus fucking Christ! And that's why, like, I feel like I be holding shit back. Like even with I was about to say Insurrection Day. Yeah. My bad on that too. It was just so much was fucking going on. A burnt apartment, all this, like, yo, it was just so much.
That was.
Yeah, I'll be trying to keep
those were the wild times, my guy.
Dog. I'm still like surprised how I got out of that shit. Like,
bruh, nigga, I ain't gonna hold you. Out of all the times, that time was the time I was worried about you.
And then the shit after that shorty was Jesus. I done things that I'm not proud of at all.
Yeah,
but they had to happen. And it's
of all times, that was the time that I was worried about you.
Yeah, because it's like, you know what it's like, yo, why couldn't this shit happen when I give a fuck about getting my life together?
Right.
Because then it would have seemed like that's when those things will be more prone to happen. Yeah. But now they just happening when I'm trying to get my shit together. It's like, all right, well, everything else got to be on pause until I get this shit handled. Mm-hmm. Sorry, but in order for Addie to get right, in order for Addie to be all right, those things have to happen, dog. Like,
absolutely.
But I'm grateful that I have friends and family members that understand shit like that.
Of course,
you know.
Of course.
That is.
Like who? I feel like you're not real if you don't understand that. Like,
yeah.
That's how. That's me personally. I feel like you're not a real human being if you don't understand that sometimes niggas need to step back and take care of shit because their life
literally depends on that. Literally, I could have died when my fucking apartment was on fire.
Bruh.
We was both asleep. Like,
bruh. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
That's not. Yeah,
I had to deal with that shit.
You just gloss over.
Like, even just dealing with that shit alone, like during the situation of the night that it happened on that, I was more focused on Shorty than I was about the aftermath. You know what I'm saying? Making sure she all right. Yeah. That shit don't matter. Like in retrospect, like I should have been like, nah, get her the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, you absolutely should.
Even though it was an accident, it's still like,
yo, hold up. See, here's the thing with accidents, right? There are accidents, and then there are things
that you cannot afford. Yeah,
like you. Can I say it?
Go ahead.
Yo.
Go ahead.
There's like not knowing that if you put ice in hot oil, it'll cause a big. There's that, and then there's putting chicken on the stove to fry and then going to take a nap.
Yeah, that's
there's two different.
Because I ain't gonna hold you. I've never fried chicken and went to sleep.
No, because why the fuck would you? That's not a
First off,
reasonable
if
thing.
I'm going through the whole process of making chicken, preparing it, all that, I'm not going to sleep until the shit's done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
The most I might do if I have like a roll of bread or some what's my call it, croissants in the oven.
Yeah.
I might leave the oven on after I take the shit out because I forgot to turn the oven on.
Nigga.
But it won't be all night. It'll be like probably like 30 minutes.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable thing. People cook turkeys overnight.
True.
People leave the oven is relatively safe to leave on overnight.
But not the stove. You don't
not,
leave the stove
not
on
hot grease.
Yeah, not for fucking 15 minutes plus, my nigga.
No, B. That's not the move.
No.
Question I never got to ask you because I ain't want to keep talking about it, but I'm curious as fuck. Mm-hmm. Did she set an alarm?
Yeah. That's how I got woken up. Because
shit!
Like the smoke detectors went off and all that shit. And by the time
no. Did she set an alarm for her nap?
Nah, nigga, no. No. Of course not. Because by the time like everything was going off, like the fire department was already there. So what I'm guessing is she was trying to put the shit out, and she was throwing water on it. It's like, nah, that's not how you smother a fire. Yeah. You don't do that.
Yikes.
That's how like chemistry works.
Yeah, you kind of spread the fire when you throw water.
That's why that shit.
Oil and water don't mix. And okay.
Come on. Literally, there's an idiom about that, my nigga. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, you think people just be having these phrases just to have them? No.
I think some people do think that.
Well, I pity them. Like, come on, man. These are like guides, my nigga. Shit.
Guidelines for life.
Yeah, for real. Like how the Bible's supposed to be and shit.
There's a whole thing. Like oil and water don't mix. Like
at all.
Like you've had to have heard that before in your life.
But anyway,
but hold on. To in her defense, number one, just because a lot of people say it don't mean it's true.
True.
And number two, in the heat of the moment, she probably didn't even think about that. Like,
since you said the heat of the moment, I think she definitely need to be thinking about
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
No, okay.
I'm saying while it was going on, she probably didn't think of idioms and truisms.
Well, you're her bad. Well, I ain't gonna hold you. Of course, you're not gonna think about that in that instant.
Right, you know right.
But we didn't have to get there.
No. Realistically, a reasonable person would not have been in that specific scenario.
My whole thing was just like, why you couldn't have done that shit at your crib though? Like, I just got here, my nigga. Like,
facts. That's real facts.
Jesus.
But Joe, like, at no point. So, kids, boys and girls listening out there, whenever you start cooking, whenever mommy lets you start using the stove, do not put hot grease on and go take a nap.
Ever.
It's not advisable.
Mm-mm.
It's not advisable. So
yeah,
we're gonna try to avoid that at all costs.
Please. and if you can't avoid it at all costs, make sure it's at your crib. Have it at your spot.
Fuck out of here, dog. Jesus Christ. Like I remember when I told you about this shit, you was more mad than I was.
Yeah. Cause no, you're not about to listen. I've had several scenarios, not a bunch. I've had a couple scenarios in life where the people that I care about, their significant other has put them in danger in one way or another. Mm-hmm. And I don't play that shit. Like, I don't.
Right.
Like, that's not cool. Like, there's the whole thing about, not getting involved with your friends' relationships because, well, really the thing should be, if you're in a relationship, don't involve your friends. Because what ends up happening is you talk shit about that person to your friend, and now your friend doesn't like them, and then y'all make up.
Right.
And now your friend still doesn't like that person.
Because of what you already told him. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I'm definitely that person. Don't tell me, don't tell me the bad shit about this motherfucker and expect me to be cool with, like, I don't have that in me.
My whole thing is like, you don't have to handle that with them though. first. Like if I decide to be, make sure that you handle whatever you told me.
Absolutely.
Because if you ain't
care
handle
of
that,
shit.
yeah. No, that's
so yeah. No, I was livid because I knew because at that point I knew you were all right. So the only thing left for me to do was to be mad at her. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That shit was mad irresponsible,
bruh. Biddy said my chimney went on fire back in 2009. I panicked and threw water on it. Whole room filled with smoke. Called the fire department, but it was April 1st and they didn't believe me.
Oh shit! Holy shit!
Now see, here's the thing about the water with the non-oil fire. It can help, but it does cause a lot of
smoke.
If you're smoking ash to get all over.
That's why they say like even with if you're doing a bonfire or whatever, you're supposed to throw sand and dirt on it and all that shit. You're supposed to smother fires.
Yep.
Not add to them.
That is universal with fires. You smother them, you get rid of the oxygen, they can't exist anymore.
And also you're supposed to sweep them with the leaves or some shit because Trump said that.
Yeah.
That's
sweep.
Ironically, that happened before my shit caught on fire, so maybe she took advice from him by accident.
Okay.
And try to.
Right. Yeah, no, that wasn't smart. But again, luckily, everybody's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody, no permanent physical damage to a person happened.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good.
Yeah.
That was good. I'm gonna need you to not be in that position again.
No, never, no mas.
Ever in life, because I feel like you only get a certain amount of lucky points
bruh.
in specific scenarios. Like I feel like if you go
you
back
can only
into the
escape
scenario,
death so many times.
Yeah.
Like when I be telling people like, yo, I could have died that night. Yo, I literally didn't know what was going on until the fire department was in my crib. Like I'm waking up to them knocking on my bedroom door.
Did she call them?
I don't know if she called them or not.
Yeah,
but I know it was at my door. Because my thing is, if you did call them, then you could have woke me up during the instance of that shit. But,
nigga, hold up. That's the other thing. That's the other thing I never even... Why the fuck didn't she wake you up?
That's all I'm saying. Like, oh, you trying to contain this shit? Clearly, you don't know how to.
You don't know what the fuck you doing.
You don't know what the fuck's going on.
I probably would have been able to tell you that you shouldn't be throwing water on this.
Yeah, first off.
Oh, my God.
Fuck. And this is why I don't like people.
Well, sure.
One of the reasons.
Yeah, no.
There's actually, like, pettier reasons why I don't like people.
Yeah, I can't even argue with you on this.
But it's, like, those petty reasons build up to, like, shit like this happening. Mm-hmm. Because it's not like they're not exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to do with this. People are relatively dumb, me included.
No, yeah. Just say it. There's no reason to sugarcoat it.
And then things like this happen where they prove to me.
People tend to be stupid.
Yeah. They say stupid things. And then they act on them. They do stupid things. And I'm like, oh, wow, shit. I should have dubbed you from the get-go.
Yo. So I'm just checking my messages. Cindy sent me a picture of this mega water slide that's going to be at this party that she's going to. Bruh. Let me
Is that at a water park?
No, hold up. Let me put this shit on the screen. How do I full screen it? Shit. F11. Y'all. This shit is... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Preset, share screen. Look at that shit, my guy.
Man, stop playing with me, man. He said to make a slide.
Do you see? Look at the people in the photo. Do you see how much bigger it is than any of them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What the fuck, Eddie?
I mean, it's big.
You're underselling. Phrasing. You're underselling. You're underselling the shit. Look at the fence. That's a privacy fence.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That's because my head is going like at water park type things, but I gotta
relatively it's in the backyard. So okay.
Yeah, nigga, that's a privacy fence.
Yeah.
So that slide is 18 feet tall.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, them kids.
No, it's for adults. Well, I don't know if it's. Hold on. Let me scroll back up because she mentioned all-day party with a bunch of UPSers. Looks like a kids' party with a giant blow-up water slide and silly games and lots of drunk people. No, it's not a kids' party.
Oh yeah, no, they gonna just accidents are going to be prone to happen.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, Biddy said, "For my short ass, it's a big slide." Biddy, for my not so short ass, it's a big slide.
Shit.
That shit is at least 18 feet tall.
Yeah, that's mm-hmm. My bad. I didn't understand that. Please fuck up too. Shit.
Oh man.
Was that a cat's tail wrapped around the front of that shit?
It looks like it, don't it?
Yeah.
Yes. It looks like some jungle cat.
Word.
I guess that would have to be a leopard.
Yeah, I think I saw some spots on that shit.
Yeah. I guess that would have to be a leopard. But yeah, that looks like so much fun and danger.
When you add the fact it's going to be a bunch of drunk postal workers, like yes,
yeah, like
look.
Let me show you this. God damn it! Let me show you.
And they're going to be barbecuing. Oh Jesus!
I mean, of course.
That's just going to be lit.
Along with the territory. Oh,
yeah.
Like, literally, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jello shots. Like this is.
Oh no, not the Jello shots.
Well, look. So.
Oh yeah.
That's.
I hope
that's.
Yeah, I hope they have Uber and Lyft on standby.
Facts. Like that looks like it's just Cindy's contribution. So.
Oh yeah, no, that's not for everybody.
Yeah, that's
not what everybody brought. Yeah. There's more. There's gonna be more brought. Like literally.
I saw that shit. And I meant to comment on it when I saw it, but I did react to it when I saw it yesterday.
That's the pregame.
They about to be lit.
That's and it's Saturday. They ain't got shit else to do.
Hey, listen, I don't blame them. Y'all have fun and y'all be safe. Because, like I said, it's a day party, so it's no telling how long they're going to actually be drinking.
Shit.
There's no.
I wouldn't be surprised if people already started drinking before they get there.
I mean, well, all right, here's the thing. If I'm going to a day party, I'm not pre-gaming.
Oh, no, I'm pre-gaming.
I'm not, because it's a day party. Literally, we'll be drinking all day. Like, I don't.
True. But my whole thing is, like, I don't like going out with people and drinking, like, when I first get there. Because I already want to be, like, good. You know what I'm saying? Because I have anxiety and shit. So when I'm around a bunch of people, I want to at least, like, have an edge off. So I'll probably have, like, a few, like, 1 or 2 drinks before I get there. But then when I get there, though, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I get it.
I'm going hard.
Dang, man, I need to stay off Facebook because.
No, you don't.
I do. I just saw this picture. Share. Like when I say my little cousins and shit were my babies, like these motherfuckers was my babies. Like
Jesus Christ,
they was on my hip like all the fucking time. Like
y'all niggas a clan, dog.
Nigga. But yeah, the one I'm holding, that's the one that just passed.
That's love.
Yeah, yo, that's crazy. Yeah, his father, his father is flooding the timeline right now and shit.
Yeah, he's going through it, dog.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, yo, like these, when I say that these motherfuckers is my babies, I helped raise these motherfuckers. Like legitimately helped raise these motherfuckers. That generation of our family, yeah.
So what you the oldest cousin?
No, not even close.
Oh, okay.
Not even close. Her of our Not immediate. I don't know. I've been trying for the longest time to try to figure out what the word for this is. Because it's not immediate family. Because if I'm not mistaken, your immediate family doesn't include cousins. So,
No, I don't.
but of our little section of our Davis clan, his father is actually the oldest cousin of my generation. I think.
So that's like your second cousins or some shit?
Yeah, they are my cousins a generation below me.
Gotcha.
All of my godchildren, all three of my godchildren are my cousins a generation below me. Aaron, who I helped raise, the one I jokingly call my son. He's that's so. Funny enough, the vast majority of my little cousins, the generation below me, come from those two cousins. His father and her sister. Between the two of them, I think they have 15 kids.
What the?
She has 7. Yeah, she has 7, 2 of which are my godchildren. He has 7, I think, or 6.
Damn, they out here.
Wait. All right.
7 and it got to be 7 and 8.
No, I don't know. Hold on, I'm about to count. Antoine, I'm gonna try to count in order. Antoine. So for her children, Antoine, Aaron, Marcus, Malcolm. Is Xavier first? I think Xavier's older. Xavier, Zalia, Caleb. So she has 7. Then I don't know his order exactly. He has Tiara and Sierra, Little Damon, Keisha, Tristan, and so he might have 6. But we count Calvin because that's Keisha's brother, and he's always been, close. So we count him. So that's 7 and 7. Yeah, 14. So
Nice.
yeah, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of motherfuckers.
Damn, they out here breeding.
And at some point, barring like 1 or 2 of them, just for whatever reason, but outside of 1 or 2 of them, at some point, all of them have like been like on my hip, like.
Damn.
Yeah. So.
I ain't gonna lie, like I'd be jealous of shit like that. Like I wish I grew up like around family.
It was the most amazing thing.
I wish I did.
Looking back on it, I can't complain about, all the times. Like even though my first fucking bully was my older cousin. Like,
It'd be like that though.
It was nothing I could fucking do. Except that one day. I'll never forget that one day. The last time he really, really started picking on me, we were at my grandmother's house. He was bothering me. I kicked him in his nuts and ran to my grandmother.
You told?
No, I ain't say nothing. I just ran to her because I knew he couldn't get me back in front of her.
Right. Facts. Yeah.
I was no reason to snitch. I already kicked him in his nuts.
Yeah. My cousin Dre used to always pick on me, though, like all the time. Cause let me give you the scenario. Me and my sister were like first generation Miamians. You know what I'm saying? So I have no family there, like cousins, aunts, uncles, all that shit. So my dad's side of the family lived in Omaha. So every time we would go to Omaha, they would love us and all that shit. But my cousins always be like, "Oh, but y'all don't live here, so." Y'all ain't really, you know what I mean? Type shit. Mm-hmm. So one of my cousins used to be heavy on that shit. So he used to always punk me every year after every year. And so one year, I grew balls because this was like, every time I would go there, they would like lock me in the, they had a basement. So they would like throw me in one of the rooms, cut the lights, lock the door, and like just jump me and be like, yo, you're not leaving this room until you fight back. So that year when I started fighting back and them niggas stopped like picking on me, this nigga kept deciding he was like, all right, well, they stopped, but I'm not going to stop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was in my grandmother's room, but my grandmother wasn't there at that time. Mm-hmm. So he was like, he felt the nerve to like try to punk me and keep pushing me and hitting me and shit. So I got mad, threw his ass on the bed, hit him a few times. He was like, all right, stop. I was like, you sure? Because I'm tired of you doing this shit. Stop it. And after that day, he was like, all right, good shit, cuz. Good shit, little cuz. You got heart now.
What the fuck, yo?
Like, nigga.
I swear, yo. Yo, we be so toxic.
We are. but it is for the better, though, because, like.
No, it's not really for the better, though.
I mean, because niggas in the streets.
No, nigga. Like, calluses aren't necessarily for the better. Calluses happen to help you as a byproduct. Like.
Okay, I mean, whatever. I mean, niggas don't be punking me no more now. Like,
yeah, I get that, but again, there were other ways they probably could have conveyed that to you without having to literally bully you over and over again. Like, and when the whole group stopped, it was clear that you had learned the lesson.
Yeah.
And this nigga just kept going.
Yeah.
Yo, we be so toxic, yo.
We do, though.
We do. Like, it ain't even...
Just to let y'all know I'm okay.
Yeah. I hate you so much. But, yeah, I don't know. I've never really liked the term immediate family because of what my family is. Like, all of those people come from two people, come from my grandparents. My grandparents had, like, 7 kids. And, like... throughout my family, motherfuckers is fertile, apparently. Because, like Aaron, I think Aaron got 4. The one that I call my son. I think he got like 4 or 5. I can't remember.
What kids?
Which one. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
His fiance pregnant now.
Y'all niggas out here, dog.
Right. Niggas is fertile.
Jesus.
Like, my...
Why everybody trying to be Bob Marley, dog? What the fuck is...
Nigga, it is what it is. I mean, well, see, if I had to guess, because it's not like I don't want kids. It's just that I'm not... I've seen enough situations where people had kids with people that they shouldn't have had kids with.
Yeah.
That's what has always been my hang up. Like, y'all not about to... I'm not about to get caught up in some bullshit that I shouldn't be in, and I'm not about to put a child purposely in a position like that. Like, I'm not doing that. So that's that. But again, everybody don't look at it that way. I understand. But I think some of the people in my family, I think some of their thoughts were like just seeing how many children my grandparents had. Like, and it's like, oh, big family. That's what I'm used to. So I'm going to have a big family. And I get it. I get that.
But I mean, but there was a point in time where having a lot of kids was relative to our survival, though.
That's absolutely.
You know,
absolutely
like my grandparents, like they've had mad kids, but when you live, like living in poverty and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
The more kids that you pump out, the more chances that your lineage to go on. You know what I'm saying? But now we don't have to do that now because things are like kind of relatively different.
Yeah. But
back then there was because they'll be like, oh, why are people in these impoverished places having a lot of kids? Because it's a survival thing. Like if you have 10 kids, at least 5 might survive out of the 10. You know what I mean?
Real shit. Like I said,
But now when people be like around my age, they have like a gang of kids. I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, but it might be the same. But it might be the same reason for how it was like in the past while they're doing it, or niggas just be horny. I don't know.
But again, like I said, some people like the whole big family thing.
But I'm saying it be niggas that be having mad kids and they don't take care of them. Like, how can you like having a big family and not take care of it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
That's what I don't
understand. With that, I was talking more so about the woman.
Okay.
Because like I said, my both of them, one male, one female, both of them have 7 kids. Like
right.
Right. And it's very different with the man. All of his kids didn't live with him, but with the woman, all of her kids lived with her.
Yeah,
So,
because the man's kids is probably more than likely going to be with the moms anyway. So it is a different dynamic.
Yeah. That, I mean, it's not true for all his kids. I think the twins, for the most part, lived with him coming up, and his junior like kind of split time between him and the mother. But yeah, like I and it's crazy because my cousin, Chris, just posted like he missed the days when all the family would meet up at grandma's house, and it's like niggas grow.
Yeah.
Niggas grow, niggas get lives, things change. Like, that
Yeah.
nigga live in Ohio. Like,
that's what I was trying to tell my grandmother the other day. Like, because she constantly says this thing like, damn, my grandkids, they don't come see her and call her as often as they should have, Which, understand, like, a phone call is a phone call. You know, we can at least do that. But I just had to let her know, like, Granny, she was like, did I do something to y'all? And I'm like, Granny, you ain't do nothing to us. It's just, you know, we ended up having lives. We're grown now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I understand the whole, you make time for things that are important to you. That's true, but there are caveats. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
there are exceptions to every rule.
Yeah. Because I was going through that with my cousin. She was mad at me because I didn't come see her after she got her surgery and all that shit. Because I kept telling her I was going to, but I was going through a lot of shit at that time too. Yeah. So I'm like, I can't figure out how to make time for you. But until I finally did, after she told me she was mad and shit. What she is right, you know, I could have, but it was like, I didn't know how. So I just kind of dubbed it. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, we all have lives. You know what I mean? Like, we're not doing it purposely to dub you or
I mean, there are some people that do.
Yeah, there are some people that do, but
there's some people that do.
I just don't like being lumped up in that category of the people that's doing that to her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
But I do understand where she's coming from. You know what I mean?
Yes.
At the same time, I still do feel her.
Thing.
I would never want her to feel like I'm neglecting her on purpose. Like I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, like the whole thing that I mentioned about being a hypocrite, like it's a part of it. I can see somebody fitting that under the definition of hypocrite. I don't think it's being an active hypocrite.
Right.
But yeah, like you can at the same time have conflicting feelings about something. Like two things can exist at the same time. You can feel like you will miss the times where everybody got together, and you can also be very busy and not necessarily have time to facilitate something like that.
Exactly.
Like it's just
it just is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, like even if you can just set time aside for holidays and shit like that,
but I think people also got to remember, like, yo, when we were all together when we were kids as family and shit, our parents facilitated that.
Yep.
Now we're grown as adults, and our parents aren't really doing what they used to do back then. So now it's going to fall on us to do it.
Yep.
So everybody be like,
that is it right there. Because I had tried to have this conversation with my family. We was at my uncle's house for a cookout, and that topic came up. It's like, we don't never blah 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 blah. We don't do this as much as we used to. Yeah, that was our parents.
Exactly.
We need to start doing this now.
Yeah.
And it fell apart.
And it's different. Like it's like brother-sister relationships, making shit come together to be there for the grandparents and for their parents. And like, I get how that works out. It's definitely going to be harder for cousins to do it because not all cousins are that close. Even if you are that close, you always had somebody who was in charge of you, have you go to these functions, and they're the ones that made these functions happen. Now it's on us to do it. So we can't keep saying, "Oh, we like how it used to be." It ain't like that no more. Now it's on us to facilitate these functions.
Exist.
Yeah, it don't exist no more. Once you get a certain age, stop dwelling on that. Now it's like, all right, we got to do it. That's it. Until everybody understands that, it's always going to be, oh damn, I wish we did this more often now that we grown up. And then also we got to understand, yo, we got lives. Some niggas got kids, some niggas got jobs and shit. Like it's complex. It's not an easy answer to the solution, but there is a solution. You know what I mean?
Yes. Everybody just has to try to get as close to the same page as possible
Yeah.
in order for that shit to work. Like, at least be in the same chapter.
Yeah.
Like,
Because work is gonna have to be done. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This ain't just gonna come together.
no.
So
Because the dynamics are totally different than when we were kids, bro.
100%. Like I said, in my example, my grandparents had 7 kids. So, at the original part of that wasn't getting together. That was everyday life.
Yeah, always around.
Those 7 kids, at some point, different numbers of them. I don't think all 7 ever lived in the house at the same time. But at some point throughout those times, that's not a get together. That's just life. And they live every day with that reality. And then when they start having kids, all right, it's still only those 7 people that have to really do the work.
Right.
Because they can bring the kids. That's not an issue. Then their kids start having kids. Now
it makes it a lot harder to do now. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the thing. We don't think about that. We just think, oh damn, that's how it used to be. But we don't think about why and how. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We like the memories. But like, back it wasn't a lot of work to do that.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be a little bit more work because we got other generations under that. Like it's a thing that, and all I'm saying that's why I love that we're talking about it, because I don't think it's something that we think about often.
No.
But now that we're breaking it down, like we're really seeing, like it's a lot different because our parents aren't in charge of our lives no more. You know, like
correct. Yeah. Correct. Like we're not going to. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
Mm-hmm.
Nostalgia will make you think that every single one of those get-togethers you wanted to go to. That's not the reality of it. There were times when y'all got together and you didn't necessarily want to go.
Yeah, but you had to.
You ain't had no choice, though.
My nigga, you going? You know what I mean?
Facts. Shit. There's a lot that nostalgia hides.
Yeah.
Realistically,
because we don't think about the hard work that was put into place with that shit.
And then that's the other thing. So, like, all right, with my family in particular, it got to a point where my mother was organizing everything. Well, when my mother gets tired of doing that,
who's gonna pick up the ball?
Oh, none of y'all gonna pick
it. So then it's gonna stop them.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. And then, like I said, so for instance, what started as 2 people with 7 kids, well now those 2 cousins of mine, their mother, my aunt, her tree is, she has 2 children who each have 7 kids.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That could work out easier though.
But what I'm saying is that becomes a family get together at that point.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just going to be that. Just how it was with.
So now, all of the descendants of the other 6 children may not be involved in that.
Yeah.
They may or may not be involved in that.
Yeah.
So like it's a whole lot of shit that goes into these things, man.
That we don't think about. We just think about we don't see each other as often. Like, but there's reasons as to why.
Yeah,
like,
the reasons exist.
That's why, like, when my family talking, they be, we don't see each other much and all that. I'm like, well, we here now, my nigga. Like,
right? Let's waste the time complaining about what we didn't do.
We didn't do.
We here now.
We here now, my nigga.
Let's enjoy each other.
Because there might not be another time where we can come to see each other to have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
He's talking about we only get together for holidays and funerals. Okay, we're here now.
We're here now, though. You know, especially if it's not a holiday.
Let's enjoy this time before the next time is a funeral. Like, let's enjoy now because the next time might be a funeral.
Exactly.
Like, it's
and then we're gonna say, we only see each other when we're at funerals. Like,
sure, but
can we enjoy this moment? Like, my sister threw that party. It was like 2018. She threw a party just randomly. You know, well, it was going back to school, but everybody was invited. People from her block, the family, all that shit. We all came together, had a great fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, damn, we need to do this more. I'm like, yeah, but we here now though. You know what I'm saying? We having a good time. Everybody's drinking. We got food. It was dope because nobody was arguing or fighting and none of that shit. It was a great time. Like, let's just bask in this, and then whenever we link back up, we'd be like, damn, remember that time with Jermaine through that party? Yeah, like that's how I'll be looking at shit. Absolutely. So we here now, you know.
Yeah. Like, what are we complaining? Like, why are we complaining?
There ain't no reason.
There's nothing to complain about.
We're complaining about we don't get to see each other, but when we see each other, we complain about not seeing each other. Like,
right?
What is this?
Vicious cycle is what it is.
Yeah, like why we keep harping on what we're not doing when we're actually doing the thing that we say we don't do enough. We're doing it now. Let's embrace that.
Yeah, I think that's just human nature. Like
it is. Like you said, nostalgia is a drug. You know. We so focused on what happened back then, like we're not even living in the present right now. Like, yo, we can let this be a memory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, niggas just like to complain, and I'm not fucking immune. Like, nigga, we get on here and complain.
Yeah,
like it's real shit. It's real shit. Yeah, but it's like I said, like I mentioned last week or the week before, I can't remember, but about the whole venting thing, like. When I say I'm not a venter, it doesn't mean that I don't vent. It just means that I don't vent with no expectation of actually doing anything about the problem.
Yeah, because I don't like just venting and then the shit still is what it is. Like that's
right. Yeah, that feels useless to me.
Yeah.
Like
that's why. But then they also say like men don't know how to express themselves. Damn, I might be getting toxic right now. but I think that might be part of the reason why, like, because I'm the type of person like I like to deal with a situation right then and there, and talk about it so we can solve the issue. And if I know the person I'm dealing with, whoever it is, it could be friendship, relationship, whatever. Like, if we're not willing to get to a conclusion, and that's what always happens, it's just an ongoing thing. No, I don't want to express myself about shit. Like,
sure,
I'd rather shut down and not talk about it and move on to the next thing.
Yeah,
because then I'll be like, it is what it is, and I hate that. You know what I mean? But it is toxic. Like
it is what it is until it ain't.
Yeah, like nigga communicate better, nigga. Like
yeah, there's a little bit of that communicate better. Like so many of the world's problems would be solved if niggas just communicated better.
It's facts though.
Just communicate better. It's really that simple. Now, is it easy? Maybe not. Depends on
no, it's not.
It depends on who you are. But communicate better. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, express the issue.
Like when I was telling you, like, my petty's like, if I'm mad and I don't want to talk about it, I just don't talk to you about it until I'm ready. Yeah, like, I need to change that. Because that could...
Now, I mean, you do have to have a certain level of readiness. You do have to be willing to... Yeah, you've had... I feel like there's a certain amount of resolution that you have to have reached inside of yourself.
Yeah.
In order for it to actually be productive. But also, don't, like, just ignore it and drag and let it linger.
And that's what I was willing to do until I was like, nah, you ODing, bro. Like, chill. No. Yeah. You actually do care about this person. Don't... you know what I'm saying? Don't get into a point where you can't come back from this. Like, nah, that is shit. And I think I'm gonna try to start doing that more often because I care about people. And
facts.
The thing with people, I already know, like, they're gonna be prone to piss me the fuck off.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, that's gonna be a thing, and I'm gonna be pissing them off too. You know, so
absolutely,
it is what it is. But my reaction could definitely be better.
It's funny because I was talking to Marcus and Debbie, like, about one of my homegirls who, like, somebody that I messed with that, like, was talking about being my friend. And I had told her, like, yo, you don't want to be my friend. And she like, what you mean? I said, because you think I'm mean now. If I was actually your friend, you know how little you would get away with?
That's facts, though. I'm speaking from experience.
I'm gonna call my friends out. Yeah. Like, if I'm your friend, I'm calling you out on your bullshit, yo. Like,
I'm the same way too.
Yeah.
I'm the same way too. That's why
I feel like you owe your friend that.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that. We're supposed to keep each other on our squares, my nigga. Like, I can't. If I'm your friend, I can't see you fucking up and not do something about it. You know what I'm saying? That would make me a bad friend. If I just sit there and let you do that, I don't care.
Absolutely.
Then that would mean we're not friends. You know what I mean?
Like, if you legitimately tell me to mind my business and mean it in a situation like that, we're not friends.
Right.
Because that is my business. Like, what the fuck you mean?
Yeah. Because
I don't want nothing crazy happening to you.
Yeah, because that's shit gonna be affecting me. Like you,
right?
Because I used to be on this thing like people talk about my drinking and all that shit. They'd be like, "Oh, you drink too much and it's affecting other people." I used to be like, "No, it's not affecting nobody. It's only affecting me." No, I'm wrong. I was wrong in thinking that it is affecting.
Right.
I can't be so selfish to think that what I do only affects me alone. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So yeah, you gotta check your friends, and also you have to realize the things that you do are going to affect your friends, especially if they care about you.
Absolutely.
100%. It's a ripple effect, dog.
Yeah. Like,
because it might not affect them like financially or whatever, but it'll hurt their feelings. It'll make them like, damn, my friend's going through this. Damn,
we try to act like feelings don't matter.
They do.
But that's not real. Feelings are very important. Like,
yeah.
How you feel dictates so many of your actions.
What the fuck did you say before? You said, yo, people try to act like it ain't, but perception do be reality.
Yo, perception is reality.
Like, when you said that shit, I was like, yo, that is, because I was trying to like, nah. I was like, no, but it is though. Like, if you think this is what this is for you,
that's all that matters.
This is true to you.
Like,
even if you're wrong.
In the skeptic community, people try to act like only facts matter.
No,
that's not realistic.
No, it's not.
It doesn't matter.
Because we're not fucking robots and automatons.
Right.
Like,
even if something is not the absolute truth, it being true to someone else informs their actions.
That shit is all that shit, yeah.
That shit matters.
And it could affect you because they believe in that thing or whatever. Like, it's just, and that's what I like how you differentiate. Just because it might not be fact, it still might be true to them. So it matters. You know what I mean?
That shit matters. We gotta stop acting like it don't. Like feelings don't matter. Like, no, all that shit matters. We are human beings. We are not fucking robots.
But I feel like in the skeptic community, they say that shit a lot. Like when it comes to racism and shit. Like,
yo, they go OD on. It's not, but racism sticks out because it's something that affects you and I. But I feel like that's just the general feeling. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, not everybody, but a lot of people go overboard with that shit. Like, no, objective facts are not the only thing in life.
Right.
It's just not how that works.
I don't think I could live as an honest person if all I did was everything was objective. Everything.
Bruh.
I wouldn't even be honest with myself. Like, cause honestly, I don't believe in like horoscopes and none of that shit.
Right.
But when I do understand why people fuck with that shit so heavy.
Sure.
Because it's a thing that makes people relate to one another, even though
it's an explanation.
Yeah, and that's what
if it's true or not.
Yeah, but that's what we wanted. Yeah, and it brings people together in the most weirdest and petty and stupid ways. But I fuck with it because it makes people relate to one another. I know it's not true objectively. You know what I'm saying?
And
but
it's something that's not. In most cases, outside of the extreme cases, it's not something that's harmful.
Yeah, it's not. It's relatively harmless. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, does it annoy me? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And will I, like, when people try to ask me, like, what's your sign? Oh, I don't know. Like, I swear, I try to dead the conversation. I try my best to dead the conversation. Like,
I know. I just
people like, yo, what's your birthday? I'm not telling you that. I'm not telling you that.
You know what? I feel because I kind of troll it because I know like most people are into that shit, especially black people. And I just be like, well, they say I'm a Libra, but I'm on the cusp, so I'm a little bit Libra and Scorpio. Yo, they eyes like light up like, oh yeah, you are on the cusp. So like you have a little bit of this and that. I just do it just because like I want to see if I get a different reaction than what I'm used to, but it's normally the same reaction.
What I used to do is troll the fuck out of people.
But that's me trolling though, because I really don't give a fuck about astrology.
But I'm talking about. I used to give them a completely different sign.
Oh, your ass.
And they'd be like, "Yeah, that makes so much sense." Blah 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 blah. No, I was actually born in December.
Got him.
But you're so much like no,
because
it's not real.
Yeah, that's just bad generalized. Like,
it's
all the signs can apply for everyone.
Yeah, it's a thing. But again, I don't try to get them to not participate.
Yeah. I'm not on that.
I just am not going to participate in it.
Got you. I mean, that's fair though. That's fair.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you can't or you shouldn't. Nah, go ahead, do you.
Yeah, like you fucking MCU and DCE, you fucking nerds and shit. Like I don't like. I enjoy y'all shit.
As for me in my house,
I ain't gonna tell y'all not to. No? I'm just like I fuck with that shit too.
As for me in my house, I will not be participating in astrology. But it is what it is. Like I said, everybody, like even the most staunchest of skeptic that is up on all of the latest scientific discoveries and all that other type shit, you still don't have all the answers.
Yeah.
Nobody has all the answers. And some of the answers, do they really
does it really matter? Does it
really matter? Like, does it
certain
really
shit,
matter?
Yeah, it won't make no difference to your life at all.
Your life changes not one bit.
Nothing. It is some information that you just know.
Yeah, like, is it really important that somebody knows that space is a vacuum and black holes aren't actually black? And like, who the fuck cares? Because I remember we were having that conversation on here, and somebody in the comments, somebody that doesn't usually comment, was like, "Well, black holes aren't actually black." Okay.
Yeah, so fucking what? What does that have to do with shit? What else are we supposed to call them? Shit. Space holes, right? That's
like, it's not, that doesn't matter. Like, there are certain times where absolutely, if you're going to talk about how terrible the vaccine is and blah blah, yes, there are times to correct people on objective facts.
Right.
Not every single little thing in life. You know how I literally pity the people that do that shit, because like, you lack that much of an imagination.
Yeah.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I correct people when they talk, but I just do that.
Correcting people is one thing, but I'm talking about the people that will watch a TV show and talk about how much it contradicts these high concept scientific things, and it's like, it's a TV show. They just
like, you don't have to take it that serious, my guy. Like, you know who does that shit? NET does that shit a lot. He don't let nobody enjoy anything at all. It is like, nigga, nobody asked you though, my guy. Like, nobody was not thinking about this shit until you brought it up. I understand scientifically it's not correct. It's not factual.
Right.
But listen, when I'm watching sci-fi, I already know like this shit is not going to be
literally
factual.
Called science fiction.
Thank you. Like, it's in the name.
Yeah, we don't need everything to be scientifically accurate. That's not how this works. Like,
no, and that doesn't make it any fun, because even when you guys try to explain it to us,
because
no, I'm just saying, even when y'all try to explain to us actual science, like, most people are like, no, this is boring as fuck. We don't want to hear that shit.
Nobody is dying because the atomic mass of this particular thing wasn't correct in this M. Night Shyamalan film.
Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
It's not important.
As long as the nigga was dead the whole time in the movie, that's all the fuck we care about, my nigga.
Facts.
That's it.
Like, what matters is people and real life and all that shit. Like, as much as, we hate people, but
say it again.
People, we absolutely hate people, 1,000%. But yeah, like, real life is what matters. Like, things that actually affect you are what matters. Like, you shouldn't be so bothered about a specific scientific inaccuracy that doesn't actually affect anything.
Yeah, like when I made a video about the atom. I think it was in Sweden or Switzerland. It was a a fucking museum or some shit in the shape of an atom, and somebody's like, "Well, atoms don't really have a shape." Like, no shit, nigga. We get that. We understand. You know what I'm saying? But they're using their imagination of what it would look like. So every time we see that symbol or that sign or whatever, we know that is supposed to be the depiction of an atom.
It's stupid because they pretend as if
they pretend as if nobody else knows this shit. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're the only ones that are aware of this.
But they also act like they don't understand what colloquialisms are.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
There are certain things that we just do, and we all understand what the fuck it means.
Yeah, I still say bless you when people sneeze, and I'm an atheist.
Bruh, that's a very simple example.
Yeah.
Like, because it's a colloquialism. It's a ritual almost.
It's not something I think about. It's just I've been doing it for so long. Just because I'm atheist doesn't mean I'm gonna change it. Like, it's just. And plus, it's the polite thing to do when somebody sneezes.
Exactly.
Outside of telling them stop.
Right. Yeah, hold up. Wait, I ain't gonna hold you. Serial sneezers?
Oh, no. I tell them when I tell somebody bless you and they keep sneezing, I'm like, no, now you gotta stop that shit. You get one bless you from me. That's it.
No, I'll give two.
No, one. Because especially if they're not covering their nose.
No. Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
If they're not covering their nose, they don't get one. Yeah. Not for me. But I'll give two.
At least be a vampire, my nigga. Like, you know, like.
Apparently, that's supposed to be scientifically the best way to cover up a sneeze.
Yes, right?
Yeah. But if I'll give you two. I can give you two blessings.
Oh, no, you only get one.
After the second one?
I can only be polite, but so much. And I don't try to make it.
You're
like,
so stupid.
I'm just saying I don't try to make it like a thing that I do on occasion, you know. So when I do it, like, appreciate that shit, and you know. I don't try to make it a habit. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Terrible. But after the second one, I start laughing at people.
Oh no, I tell them stop. I'll be like, you gotta cut that shit out. That's just getting annoying now.
Yo, it's a wild bar.
I mean, it is. And I know it's
you're
fucked
telling
up,
them to stop something that's involuntary. Like,
I don't give a fuck. No, stop that shit. Shit's nasty. That's how germs get spread. Like,
sure, but again, okay, all right. I'm not even
go somewhere. Like,
okay, sure. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom.
Like you feel me? Like you already sneezed in front of me once. My nigga, all right, get your shit together. If you feel like you gotta do it again, like 10 steps, my nigga, like, you know.
Dip off. No, I feel you on that one. I definitely agree with that. But I guess the point that I'm trying to make is, like, have the love for humanity that you claim to have.
Yeah.
Like, again, we don't like people, but that's because people are trash. I'm very sympathetic to the human condition, though.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah.
Yeah, like we are on this this rock that is hurling through space at ridiculous speeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all in this together in a certain way. So, like, have a bit of compassion and humanity towards the average person. Just a little bit. Like, you don't have to police and try to one up and correct every single thing that another person says or does. Like, that's wild.
To be fair, I do, only because I like trolling people.
Trolling is a different story. I'm talking about these motherfuckers that be dead ass.
Oh, like dead ass serious about it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, nah, B, that wasn't necessary.
That's why in general I don't recommend humans. Like, no.
No, that's real shit. That's real shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel the same exact way. Yeah, if you're looking for the Black Culture Geek stamp of approval, humans don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you can still be, and one of the reasons that humans don't get it is because we have to have conversations like this.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Like we have to talk about us.
Yeah, like we have to tell y'all that it's okay not to nitpick every single thing that happens in reality because everything isn't based off of objective things. Like the fact that we have to tell you that is why we don't recommend you.
And also that shit, it shows a lack of like emotional intelligence and shit. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
does.
like when y'all was talking about when Kobe Bryant passed, and people were like, "Oh, why are you guys sad?" and da da da. It's like because we've had a connection to Kobe because he was one of the greatest basketball players ever. We won't get to see him ever play again.
So
no, I didn't know him, but I knew of him. I knew what he was capable of, and I enjoyed watching him.
You not physically meeting someone does not stop them from being a part of your everyday life.
Exactly. Like nigga had a Kobe Bryant
watch
jersey.
Somebody on TV and you are around as they progress in their career and as they get older, they're a part of your life.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. Not finality is a very scary thing, and people try to act like it's not. Finality, knowing that you will never get the opportunity to see this person again.
Yeah.
That bothers people, rightfully.
Yeah, and the fact when it happens to celebrities and why people be so like wigging out about it, it just shows you how finite we are and like mortality is real.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because when we think of celebrities, it's kind of how we think of our parents and like, damn, they never gonna die. No, they will. So
they will.
when a celebrity dies, you were like, oh shit, damn, that could have been me.
Absolutely. Like we know that people don't react to change well.
Yeah.
We know, and that's what is that but change? It's still change. So I don't know. It's funny that I this part wasn't planned, but I absolutely called the episode Festivus. I didn't actually think we would be fussing the entire show, but
I was with it though. I was with it. Because sometimes we have to let these humans know.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right. That's another rousing episode of the Black Culture Geeks podcast. Everybody, make sure that y'all check. I gotta hit all the plugs. I'm not good at this, Tim. That's why Tim always does it. Make sure that y'all check out Eddie's gaming room.
Yeah.
Be streaming the games and whatnot.
I should be streaming tonight after I go get my steak for dinner.
Where are you going?
I don't know. People were saying go to Carrabba's, but I was thinking just go to Outback Steakhouse because they got steaks. But that's me being simple.
Clearly they got steaks.
Yeah, but I mean that would be my first choice anyway. Yeah, you know. So.
It's in the name. Go to Longhorn. Y'all got a Longhorn out there?
We might. I'll look into that.
Go to Longhorn. Get the firecracker chicken wraps as your appetizer, and go ahead and get you a nice juicy steak.
Bird.
And yeah, let me know how that.
Oh yeah, we do got a Longhorn. Okay,
boom.
I might go there.
Firecracker chicken wraps.
Firecracker chicken wraps. All right, for sure.
Yes, for your appetizer. So yeah, Eddie may or may not be streaming tonight because he may have the itis after the firecracker chicken wraps and the juicy steak. Medicine Mutants, our guy Cyrus the Virus. And there's actually a special Deeper Dive X Medicine Mutants coming to the Multi-World channel sometime in the near future. I just got to put it together and edit it. We talked about Thor: Love and Thunder. So again, make sure you subscribe to the Multi-World channel because you never know what's going to go on there. And the next Deeper Dive is coming soon. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put it out tomorrow because it's a big one, and I don't know. Shut up. And I don't know. I might want to sit with it for a while and make some changes, but I think the vast majority, the vast majority of the script is done. So I may try to record it today and see how I feel about it, but it'll be out soon. It's expensive a little bit. So that's that. Don't forget to shut up, Eddie.
I didn't even do nothing.
Don't forget to check out Jaded Nerd. His live streams over his YouTube channel by the same name. Is that everything? Of course, the obligatory Majestic Comics shout out, Extropy and Entropy. They are getting close to issue 1.
Yes.
So yeah, be on the lookout for that. if I'm not mistaken, within the next couple weeks or few weeks, the Kickstarter should be starting. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong about that one. But yeah, that regardless of how soon, it's coming up. It's fast approaching, so be on the lookout for that. Is that all the things? I think that's all the things.
All the things.
I hope that's all the things. If that's not all the things, blame it on my head and not my heart, because I have a very terrible memory, and it is what it is. But for my man Adequate,
Yo.
I am SPJ, and we've enjoyed you being here. Thank you for sticking around through the episode and listening to us. And until next time, we are out of here.
Peace.